Hello, everybody. Welcome to Nerds of Legend. I'm Ben. Below me, DMing tonight is Joel. Next to Joel is Brendan. And then we've got a very special guest, Creep from the DarlingCreepshow. And I'll just let her give her little spiel on who she is and what brings her here or whatever and whatnot.
Hi, guys.
I'm rambling.
I'm DarlingCreepshow. I'm just your resident creep on Twitch. I play TTRPGs like D&D. I also paint D&D miniatures. I'm excited to be here. This will be super fun. Let's get weird.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Let's get weird. Let's get weird.
With that out of the way, Joel, why don't you take it away?
All right. It is that time again. You guys find yourself at the Weary Mule Tavern, showing every quarter you get together as with your fellow adventurers to kind of show who is the most successful in their craft, bringing in whatever they have designed, built, found. And the time comes again where three, hopefully, fourth coming sometime in the evening, is gathered in the room that they reserve at this time of the year to show off their wares. Go ahead and introduce your characters. We're going to start with DarlingCreepshow, move to Ben, and then Brendan in that order. Tell us who you are.
All right. I'm playing Durathil this evening. I am a gray high elf. I am a necromancer wizard, and I'm going to be everybody's nightmare this evening. You're welcome, boys.
I'm like Dribble, a field finder. I am a gnome, alchemist artificer. I enjoy finding new experiences and whatnot, and I may have a substance abuse problem.
I Dribble.
May.
Customary
Possibly.
greeting in AA, right?
Yes. Hi, my name's Dribble, and I definitely have a problem.
Well, hi, I'm Brendan, and I have a problem. I can't stop playing D&D. I'm playing Derek Wood tonight. He's large. He's unwashed. He's a human bear totem barbarian. He kicked out of his tribe, so he's this culture clash with civilization. And he's got a big axe.
Yeah.
How big is it?
It's plus
Wow.
2. It's plus 2. That's how big it is.
Wow.
He has a tenuous relationship with Dribble because he goes on vision quests to speak to who's
Sometimes gets more than he bargains for.
yeah, and pretty sure we're very loosely tolerated.
Yeah.
The three of you sit around at the table in the room you normally in the room that you guys normally use for this point in time. The most recent winner of your last session was Durathil, and their last trophy is on the shelf. You're looking at past winners, past losers. There are paintings, there are artifacts all over. This is definitely a testament to the seasoned adventurer. There's a large fireplace that is warmly illuminating the entire room, and you guys are sitting there. Drinks flow, stories are told, and you are a little annoyed that your fourth member is not showing up on time, and essentially are like, fuck it. We're getting this show on the road. We don't have all night. Confident that you may have won this round. Go ahead, Ben, Dribble, you may.
So, I found this thing. I was down in this like tube, and there was a bunch of like dead like cultists around it. So I thought it was probably pretty strong, but it was like all wrapped up. I haven't actually like looked at it yet. And he's gonna reach into his bag, and he's gonna like all the way up to his like shoulder and just like rummage around for a bit, and then like pull out this like polyhedral shaped like package, and like it thunks down on the table, and it sounds like way heavier than it should for how the size of it. He's like I said, I have no idea what this is, but I'm hoping It'll be a fun time. And I'm gonna open it up, so it's like a little like sort of like grimy package or whatever, and it's like this. I'll let the DM describe it.
All right. As you go to open it up, your host, who is very familiar with this, he's like, did I miss the presentation already? Or are you once again moving out of turn, Mr. Dribble? Yes. Formalities must be. You are not the reigning, I believe, victor, as we have decided as of last time. It is Durathil Pucho wears away. It is not time. Durathil, if you would like, you may lead off our sessions.
Why do you always gotta like harsh my?
Because there are rules to this. Be quiet.
Wait a minute. Did you give me an item or
A wand.
Wand.
Yeah, you've got
You got the victory
yeah.
wand.
Durathil is sitting at the table and he's wearing like very long, elegant velvet robes, and he's got kind of like a glass of wine in his hand that he's swishing around, and he's staring very unimpressed at his companions, which is a term he would never say in front of any of you. And he kind of, with a flourish of his hand, retrieves the wand from the inside of his robe and says, "This old thing," and places it down on the table. And he kind of points behind him, and there's
at least do the thing. Come on, I made it special.
there's all like the pictures of past winners, and you could see several photographs of him painted on the wall. And he says, "I would love to have my painting made again. It's been not long enough, I guess. Boys, children." And he looks at Dribble.
You know,
He's a dick. I love it.
like
Yeah.
elitism about height is just like so not cool. But
It's adorable that you
understand.
think I'm speaking about your height.
Shade thrown immediately. I love this. It makes me extremely happy. Yes.
The elf is so funny.
Quite. Would you like to carry on, or should we move on with this obvious discovery that he is so excited about?
Let's see what he has.
Hold up.
If it is once again substance related or something like that, you will be disqualified. The last time you brought that hookah that turned out to just be a hookah was not. It was not an artifact. I do not care what it made you feel like or see.
It's really pretty, and I saw a lot of pretty
blown
shapes.
glass quite often is quite pretty, but
All right,
it
before
is
we
not
get started, he's gonna like
a magical artifact.
Dribble's gonna pull out his wand, which also looks suspiciously like a bong, and he's just gonna like rip it, and just like huge cloud just like around him. All right, let's just get this underway. I need to top off the tank.
Yes, quite.
Can I
We've
open
said
it
many
now,
times,
Giles?
you can do it outside, ruining my atmosphere. But yes, let's see what you brought.
All right, and Dribble's gonna open the package and open up.
And you open it up, and inside of this package that is very carefully wrapped in skins is a beautiful golden, it's like a star-shaped, a 5-pointed star, and in it are 6 gemstones on the sides. They're catching the firelight in a way that you guys cannot keep your eyes off it. The center stone, which is like a pentagon shape, is mesmerizing. It makes you guys, it gives you guys like a sense of an otherness, and the other, everything else about it is just eye-catching, and it makes you want to look at it. And even everybody is impressed about this. They don't know what it does, but it's very, very pretty.
I told you guys. I told you I didn't bring drugs again. I mean, I brought drugs, but
Concoctions, drugs, whatever. You know what we're talking about. Stop being stupid. Anyway, I honestly am impressed. I didn't know what I expected. So, you started saying you found this around cultists.
Yeah, I was in like a
Interesting cultists or crazy ones?
I honestly didn't get a chance to like take a barometer of the room.
Are you positive they were cultists and not just people in robes? No, you're not. Okay.
No. Yeah, they were just like a bunch of people in robes. That
This
were in, like,
could
a
literally
temple,
be
and they were just like dead.
grave robbing. Awesome. Okay.
It's a temple.
With dead people. Yes,
Yeah.
wonderful. So, ideas. Anyone? Any idea of what is thoughts?
Dribble's gonna like look at it, and he's gonna like pull out sort of like a. It's like he's gonna pull out a book out of his bag, and it's just gonna say "Artificing for Dummies."
God.
It was like, hold on, I think I read about this one time.
Yeah, your host will pull up like a monocle. You know, since you named him Giles, his name is now Giles.
You didn't provide one, so
I didn't even know he was going to be in there until I decided about 8 seconds ago that he's going to be hosting. So he pulls up a monocle and he looks at it. He goes, "It definitely has an aura of magic, of what kind I do not know, but it seems like you might have a challenger, Mr. Durathil. It's quite a unique find."
Durathil looks to Dribble and says, could you explain perhaps what they were wearing or what they looked like? I mean, I'm sure this is running on whatever you believed you saw. Who knows what you were on as you were doing this?
Yeah, quite.
As always, my memory's a little hazy.
Shocking.
But they were definitely wearing robes. And they were all like, what's that thing where you're like kneeling and then like down, like face down, but they were dead.
Yes, dead.
Yeah, but they were they were all in a circle
like
around
bowing?
it. Yeah, yeah, that thing. Prostrating, maybe. Yeah, they were doing that.
Don't strain yourself, Dribble.
Anyway, they were all doing that, and I figured, oh man, if they're all worshiping this thing, this must be pretty sick. So I took it.
Is there any markings or engravings on it?
It's covered with them.
Could I possibly take a look at it and maybe roll something to see if I know anything about it?
Yes. First off, what languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, Abyssal, Infernal, and Undercommon.
Okay, well, Undercommon will make this much easier for you, but not right now. But what do the rest of you speak? And, well, none of you are looking at it. Yes. Do you touch it when you look at it?
No, I'm very careful not to touch it. Okay. I would like to, whatever the packaging it came wrapped in.
It's just a leather, like a skin wrap.
Use that to kind of hold it, but I'm very careful.
You are unable to make out the language. But you being so learned in the arcane arts, you are aware that this is that it is part of whatever the enchantment is. Let me get an Arcana check.
Can do. That is a 20, dirty 20.
That is ideal. All right. You can't read it, but you could tell from the type of magic that you feel this has like an arcane pull to it. Like
right.
it doesn't have any other feel. It feels like, as you said, when you look at the center stone, it looks like you have it has a sense of otherness. When you use and look at the type of magic, it has like it pulls you in even more. So you're pretty confident with that roll. You're pretty confident that if you touch it, you're gonna go. It's gonna take you somewhere.
Well, are we up for a little bit of adventure, boys? He's like clearly very curious and he knows something, but he is not sharing.
You know I always am. You brought the stuff this time? You didn't bring the stuff. Never mind.
But
the thing. Yeah, let's do it. And the Dribble's just gonna like reach out and like touch it.
Can I jerk it away from him?
You can try.
I would love to.
All right, we're gonna do competing dexterity checks.
Oh, sweet Jesus. All right. God. I rolled a 5.
18.
Oh,
18.
All right.
Of course.
got that junkie speed.
She's like, yes, as it comes out, she's going to be like, Durtho's going to want to move. He's going to start to move it slowly. And Dribble's like, I got you, bitch. He's trying to like touch it. And he was trying to like but as you started moving it, he panicked and like full handed it. And like just slapped his little hand on top of the whole thing. The minute you do that, there's like the center gem that has that weird feeling to it, like kind of not actually explodes, but this like burst of energy comes out and hits all three of you, and you are immediately it's like a flash. Everything around you changes, and you find yourself in a like 5-sided room with corridors coming off. It is dimly lit, and there is a fizzle of like arcane symbols, exactly the same that were on the outside of that box, fizzling out on the floor. Like they serve their purpose, and the energy is wafting out. You are looking around. This room it's maybe about 30 feet across. And you see hallways coming out. There's 3 of them that are dimly lit, and one that is completely black with a red pinprick way at the back of it.
Dribble's gonna like.
What is everybody's passive perception? Just off the top, so I can cut
16.
out the middleman. Okay.
12.
15.
Okay. Then none of you hear anything at this moment, and Giles looks and he's like, they lasted longer than they normally do.
Am I still holding the thing?
Nope.
It's gone.
It is gone. It is gone. You are in the room, but the room mirrors what the inside of that the center gem looked like.
And Giles is in there too?
Nope, Giles is not in there.
Oh, okay.
He is back in the tavern being like, well, they did better than last time. So he's like, I guess if the other one shows up, I'll let him know. And he shuts the door and snaps his fingers, and like some unseen servants start like tidying up, and
This has happened before.
His happens a lot. He knows the fun of like hosting adventurers. Like it's never boring.
So Dribble's gonna like just kind of like squat down, and he's gonna like
also
tap
dark
on the
vision.
floor.
I need to know who has dark vision.
I do.
I think. Let me confirm.
All right. It is incredibly dimly lit in this place. It looked like years ago it was very well lit, but you could see like there's these apparatus on the side. They're not like torches, but they have a pulsing glow, and some of them are like you could see sparking where the arcane energy is starting to fizzle out. Some are completely dead. It has a rough-hewn surface. The walls are like rough-hewn, as if it was made out of stone, and these things were buried into the wall. It is got this pervasive smell of like standing water, and the floor is like a mixture of stone and earth. Like it's been walked on, half-ass swept, and then like just accumulation of time has left this. There are pipes through this thing. There's they're running along the walls, and there's weird shelves with like pieces of debris in it all over the place. Like, this was a very heavily used place, but you feel it hasn't been used a long time ago. And for those of you attuned to the magical energies, it does have like enough juice running through everything that your skin kind of tingles. You are very aware that there's something going on here that is unusual.
So you said it like stinks?
It does. It smells, yes, of like mildew and just like stagnant water. Kind of like what you'd expect a undisturbed natural like place with not running water.
Yeah, he's gonna like Dribble's gonna be like, oh, hold on a second, and he's gonna like reach into his bag again, and he's gonna pull out like it's just like a little like cylindrical like pill bottle shape, and he's gonna like hit a button on the top, and it's gonna like psh, like out like a smell, and now everything smells like lavender. He's like, need that when I run into the fuzz, make sure I don't smell like the goods. So now
did you literally
nice.
just
yeah
that's your first bit of artifice you're showing off in the game is the air freshener.
Yeah.
Lavender farts.
Yeah, lavender farts.
And I'm
Poopery, right?
I literally do not know how to. Well done, Benjamin. Well
Hey,
done.
I got 5 uses of magical tinkering to get out of the way. Like,
And you've used them well. Well done.
they can't do that much stuff. It's like little
No.
like gimmicky shit.
Knocked it out of the fucking park.
Durthil just kind of like
Hey, come on.
sucks air in through his nose and looks down at you with intense disdain and
Hey,
says,
lavender's better than like whatever the nasty shit that smelled like, isn't it? Don't give me that look.
if you,
I know you like
ever
lavender.
touch me
I didn't
again,
touch you.
your next move, you better think about this.
I didn't touch you. I touched the gem.
You reach towards me. Do not touch me.
I didn't.
Or my
realize.
next trophy will be your hands.
You know, you really know how to like ruin somebody's buzz. You know that, Durthil. It's not fun.
You say this like I haven't heard it before.
I know. I just like reminding you.
You're a foul little creature.
So, so at that, Dribble's gonna like squat down and kind of like tap on the like ground, and he's kind of like, look around. Just kind of like I guess I want like an investigation to like try and figure out where we are or like what we could be.
Okay.
What's going on?
Okay. Are you investigating the ring that you were just in, or like where, or like what part of the ground you look at? Are we just talking general
Just like
investigation?
the room. Like
Okay. Let me get a roll.
that
DM.
one.
All right. You are really certain this is. You are 100% certain that this is not where you just were.
We're definitely not in the tavern anymore.
Yeah, you could say that with 100% certainty. Other than that, any all bets are off.
Would you just please be silent and let me work?
You and I both.
I will also
know
like to roll for investigation
That-
of
Alright.
this
I
room.
don't know how to do that.
That's a 16 for me.
Okay. You well looking around. Again, you don't find anything really on the shelves or anything, but you do see these hallways. 3 of them are marked. Again, in the same language on the writing on the outside of the box. You could tell they're different words, but without being able to read that language, you do not know what they are. You do swear one of the hallways there seems to be movement in. There, at least as you're straining, you're able to hear a little bit of a sound, but you're not able to like really pinpoint. It's like right at the tip of your hearing ability.
Okay. Well,
It's-
perhaps we go towards the sounds.
Okay. As you walk in this, you see, as you're walking down the hallways, you see, again, the lights are flickering. Ben, you're coming across what looks like an enclosure. In this enclosure is a large, it looks like it's a massive, like, and you can tell this is an enchanted enclosure because something inside it should not be this big. So it looks like kind of like a habitat for in the cave, in an underground setting. This is, but the glass in front of it is shattered. And as you see, as you're looking at it, you see from the other side, there's like a beast, like you hear the crash of glass and a beast slam into the walls as you see a blink dog appear and attack this enclosure and it breaks apart. And in there are 4 displacer beasts. And they are, and you're like, your first thought for anybody who knows anything is like, who in the name of God would put these things across knowing that they're mortal enemies? And there proceeds to be, let me get a dexterity check from all of you.
Can I also roll to see if I know anything, like Durthil knows anything about Displacer Beast?
Sure.
Oh my god, a nat 1, so a 2.
All right.
What you said? Dexterity save.
Dexterity saves to see if you get out of the way.
5.
Dirty 20.
Would that be a nature roll for me?
I will let you pick between nature or history, whichever you got better.
Oh, yeah, okay, I'll take history. That is another 16 for me.
Oh, nice. You know that first off, you're crazy impressed that somebody is able to catch Displacer Beasts, because just seeing them, like being you know that just being able to like perceive where one is at, supposed to be incredibly difficult. And then you are also looking at knowing that the blink dogs are there. You're like, what fucking idiot would put these two next to each other? And then so. You are equally impressed and mortified at the same time. No, not mortified. Wrong word. I'm going to go with you're shocked that the person would be so careless. Like it's like a self-destructive thing. So, and it fits right in with the way you perceive the entire world. You're like, this is a fucking impressive idiot.
Would I know anything about their weaknesses based on that roll?
You know that based on that roll, you know that the thing that sets them different from like other large like hunter cats is just that they project an illusion. So while you're seeing 8, you're pretty certain it's only 4. So go ahead.
Can we like? Are they like on the other side of like a barrier?
No, not anymore.
Oh,
not anymore. They're
like not paying attention.
As you walk down the hallway, well, what you're able to surmise, and I'll just give this to you without a perception check. What you're able to surmise is these creatures have not been here terribly long. These two, and they just became aware of the other one's existence and have been like launching themselves at their enclosures, trying to get at the other ones. And you were just lucky enough that their enclosures broke at the time being. So like, and you, since, and you are now watching just like 2 natural enemies go after each other. And very quickly, the blink dogs are very large dogs, and very quickly are killed, because there's more than one, there's the 2-to-1 ratio of Displacer Beasts. One, and now you are stuck staring at 4 Displacer Beasts who look at you and are like, I'll go for it if you want to. And so we're going to roll for initiative.
Oh, shit.
Oh, spicy kitties.
23.
Nice. 10.
18.
All right. Wonderful. So, go over it again.
23 for dribble.
Okay. And then, Creep, what's yours?
10.
All right. And then you said 18?
18.
Brendan?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did all of you pick D names?
I
just realized as I'm writing initiative, you're all D's.
Talking about this last night. I was talking about Ben.
God, like all of it D's. Like I'm like,
Big D3.
All sides
All
of the
right.
screen. Just
How
kinda-
big is it?
oh my god.
I was gonna go for the D squad.
That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like Ben is one of my favorite living human beings. But I talk so much shit to him.
So he's so mean to me.
I do.
Look, I understand it. We abuse those
It's a
we love the
language.
most.
Yeah. I understand that
Especially-
it's his love language is being a dick.
I cannot help it. Talking shit to Ben is like the way I wake up in the morning. I'm like, look yourself.
So
He keeps coming back.
Yeah, he does because he has no self-preservation.
no, none.
All right, roll. Let's go. Start us out, Stony Baloney. Let's do this.
Dribble. Dribble's gonna be like, oh fuck, and he's gonna like, he's gonna look at Dargwood and he's gonna be like, you ready for this, buddy? And then he's gonna pull out like out of his bag, he's gonna pull out like a giant needle, and he's just
Damn
gonna
it.
like stick Dargwood with it, and just like pop it. And
Oh, no.
hide behind him and cast haste on Dargwood.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
That's like the most invasive form of a boost I've ever seen. Like,
I was not ready for that.
let me help you out really quick. Oh, fuck me. What just happened?
You'll thank me later. And he's gonna. And he's immediately. He's then going to just like hide behind Dargwood.
Oh, my God.
Here we
All
go.
right.
That's my turn.
That is yours.
Actually,
You
how
cast
high
haste.
is the room?
The whole thing is like 15 to 20 feet. The roof is not, you could tell it was hewn, but it is not even. Like they didn't
10
put a whole
feet.
lot of care in finishing the top.
10 feet, 20 feet.
We'll say in this one, we were about 15 to 17 feet.
Okay.
It vacillates because it's rough stone.
I'm going to use my winged boots and fly up to the ceiling.
Nice.
So that's my turn.
All right.
Very know-me.
Durathil. No,
No, it's not me.
no, it's not. Sorry. Fucking D's. I've got all D's. Like, you're both DR. I'm done.
Big D's. What do you want from us?
All right.
Big D's all around.
Big
what
D's
is it?
all around.
All right. Brendan, other D, DB. There you go.
Important question.
Yes.
How well lit is this area? Is it still dark?
It is dim. It is. This whole place is dimly lit. So you are not doing well.
With great haste, I'm going to have to sit there with the flint and try to light my torch.
Oh shit! Hold on.
You can't retcon your thing. You already did it.
Damn it! I was like gonna cast light.
Nope. All right. How many actions do you have as a barbarian, though?
So it depends all on how much I'm slashing. I get multiple attacks.
That's okay.
So I get
How many actions do you get?
I believe it's same amount of actions, but when I attack, I get 2 attacks.
Okay. All right. Well, you can. I will let you use one of your attacks. I will let you use that as an action to light it. So I will give you a second attack. I need a roll to see if you are successful in lighting your torch.
Okay, would that be, I don't know, a dex?
Survival check.
Survival. Excellent.
How did he
like-
get in this room anyways? We had to walk down here. How did he get here anyways?
So
Was he just holding Dribble's hand?
Yes.
I was going to say,
It's not black. it's dim.
Yeah.
So like he can make out your outlines and see where you're going, but as far as clarity other than that, nothing.
As you two were bickering, very strong senses. The entire time he was just behind Dribble going,
Just like following him by scent.
nope. The whole time he was like, try not to hit the holes.
Following the hint of lavender.
Oh, fragrant. Survival check of 17.
Yeah, you light the torch. So you light the torch and you are like, fuck me sideways. What in the fuck just happened? You are looking around. There's a chaos of sound.
And all of a sudden you got stabbed with a giant needle.
2 giant dogs are laying there dead. You just got stabbed by somebody. You see like a syringe sticking out of your side. You're like, you see Durathil like with the hands over the nose being like, Dribble just looking confused. And you are looking at what appears to be 8 massive cats who are now like, I'm okay with killing this person. So a lot has just happened in your world.
It's important to remember, Dergwid never wins this contest. Never wins this contest. He can never hope to win the contest. All he can hope for is adventure. And that's what you've given him. He's gonna rage.
Dergwood's like,
all right.
Yes.
All right, let's see what you got.
All right. Rage for 1 minute. Advantage on strength and saving throws. Resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing damage.
I know what a bear totem barbarian gets.
I gotta say, I'm gonna simply toss the torch rather than hold it, and then just take my axe with both hands and just run straight into the closest one.
All right. You let me get an attack roll, and remember, it is at disadvantage because it's a displacer beast. So have fun with that.
First roll is a 21.
All right.
Second roll is a 24.
Oh shit! Yeah. Well, you just like broad arm swing it. You nailed. So go ahead. Let me get some damage.
17 damage.
Nicely done. All right. So you go into one and you just swing through. You just like broad arm swing it, and you go through the image, and then and you're like fuck, and it sinks hard into something, and you hear like the squelch of like your axe pierce like cutting into flesh, and you're like, nice. However, that displacer beast does not think nice. Mm-mm. And it is going to come after you. And it makes... Oh, apparently does nothing to you as it tries to like attack it with its tentacles. It tries to hit at you, and it's for an 11 and a 10, so nothing on that one. Durathil, it is now you.
You said how big is the room?
It is, if you're thinking what I'm thinking,
you said 15 feet high.
15 feet high. It is a hallway. They have jumped out into the hallway.
Oh, we're in the hallway still.
Yeah, the glass broke. You're in the hallway. The hallway's about 15 feet. So imagine like a 15-foot square. Now there's a massive enclosure
on either side.
Yeah, there's a massive enclosure that looks like it's been magically enhanced to be a greater size than what should be capable in what you're looking at. But the hallway itself, where all of you are, is a 15 by 15.
Okay. How close am I to the action right now?
Right now, I would say you're probably about 15, 20 feet. Because all of this happened as you got in there, and then everything came in there and at you. So you're about 15, 20 feet in there.
From them fighting? From
them fighting, yes.
Okay, yeah, cool. In that case, I'm going to stagger backwards a few paces And I'm going to rip a bead off my necklace and just throw it in the center of these displacer beasts. Let's see. That is, and each bead is just a static, like, 3rd level cast of fireball.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh.
Necklace of fireball. Nice.
That's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to roll my d6 for how many I actually have. I can do that after this.
Oh, no, you're fine.
So dexterity saving throw on, I don't know even why I rolled an attack, because it's a saving throw.
Sorry.
What are we looking at for the saving throw?
17. Godspeed.
All right. 2 pass, 2 fail.
2 pass, 2 fail. And Dribble and Dirk are going to have to roll too, I imagine. Unless Dribble's far away, it's 20 foot.
No, they are not.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So what's your damage?
That's Dex, or do we?
Let me pull up my dice roller because it's.
Dribble's gonna see the bead like down the hallway. He's like, "Oh, god damn it!"
That is 25.
Oh, not again!
Oh,
I hate this guy.
oh, Joel. As I was stuck with a potent syringe, I got a additional action.
I know you did. We're
you
going to
didn't.
make that up on your next turn.
Excellent.
The ones who fail still, or
I need to roll.
who succeed, take half damage still of that
Yes.
25.
Ooh,
I didn't move forward at all though. So would I
Yeah,
still be
you
in the
still
range?
got to get close enough. No,
Okay.
you are, because you went close enough to stick him with the syringe. So you didn't.
You'll be
didn't
fine. You
stay
have high
with that.
dexterity. You're very fast. You're very sneaky.
Except I rolled a nat 1.
No!
Oh,
All right, you fall on your face. You tried to get out of the way, and in your
Well, I'm all the way up
inebriated
in the air.
stature, you're
My running
flying.
boots. Yeah, I'm flying in my
Oh.
running boots.
Then we're gonna go the other way. That fireball
into the
hits, and
ceiling?
you smash into the ceiling.
Ah, fuck.
You are now going to be stunned. So you hit the ceiling, and it kind of dazed you for a little bit. So you are stunned for your turn.
Don't worry, if you die, I'll resurrect you as my thrall and you can still play and finish the game.
That's fucking amazing, and it makes me so happy.
and remind
Juliet.
you of it every minute.
The remainder, she's like, excuse me, thrall. Do what I tell you. No,
I can't decide
you love it.
if I should be happy that you would want to keep me around or annoyed that you'd want me to be your slave. And it's a little bit of both.
All right.
I know it's because you love me so much. so.
The displacer beast is going to, after they recover, we are going to have one look at whoever just threw that bead and is going to pounce at you. And they're going to make both of their attacks towards you.
Okay.
First is 13 to hit, and the other one is 21.
Yeah, those both hit. I am a soft-bodied little man.
All right, I'm sorry about this because they did max damage, 19 points.
Woo!
19 points is one comes at you, and the other one is going to turn to a Dargwaiter, or whatever, Dargwaiter, I can't remember your name.
Sorry, how much
You're gonna die
fire
with
damage was I
Jenna.
supposed to take? I missed that because I was...
I did,
25.
25, yes. 13 at the half.
Ouch.
That hurt.
Yeah, so, Brendan, your character is going to attack you
Okay.
at... one is 16 to hit, the other one is 25 for 2 tentacle attacks.
16 is my current AC, so that's going to go through.
Did you account for your haste bonus of 2?
I did.
Okay.
He's not a
Okay.
he's not a fast guy.
All right. Then you are going to take, it looks like, 11, You're going to take a lot, 15 points of damage.
Opiate.
Yeah. All right. Back to the top of the order. Tribble, you are stunned. How many attack? Do you get more than one action or just the one?
I only have one action.
Okay, then you are stunned. You come to. I will allow a movement at half because you are dazed, but that is it.
I am going to move further back in the hallway so that I am out of fireball
range. Fantastic. All right. All right, Brendan, we are back to you. Remember, you are getting an extra attack because we missed that one, so you get a total of 4. So,
Fuck yeah.
yeah, get to it and do what you do.
What I do is a Ginsu knife infomercial, and I'm gonna twirl that great X around.
Okay.
With great prejudice.
All right, remember, you have 2 immediately next to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so with the haste, as I'm enraged. Okay, so I think that's just a 14.
Okay, that hits.
Next one is.
You're doing these at disadvantage, remember, right?
Yes. All right, so the second roll that was a
Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah. So first roll was a 14. Second was a 29.
Okay, so the second one misses.
Okay. Oh no. Well, that was this.
I know. It was sarcasm. I figured you didn't miss. You're like 14 hits, 29.
Yeah.
You're just like, copy that. We don't do numbers here.
That's true. The next one is the low. The low is a 16.
Okay.
The next one, the low is a 16.
Okay, so that's your 4 attacks. All 4 hit. Are you going to tell me who you're, which way you're going, and which ones you're facing?
I'm going to continue on the one that I was fighting previously.
Okay. How many attacks are you taking on that one?
Oh, that's right. I do have to budget it beforehand. I'll give it 2.
Okay. Roll your damage for those.
Okay. 11.
Okay.
And 8.
All right. And then your other 2 attacks?
Seven and 8.
All right.
Now, when I activate Rage on Beyond, does it automatically add the rage damage to the attack damage? Do you know?
Yes, it does.
Okay, cool.
So, all right. Now, Durathil, it is your go.
Yes. How are the displacer beasts? I've got 2 on me right now. Yes.
Just 1. You have 1 on you, and the other one has attacked. The other one is like near you.
Okay. How is he looking right now?
The 2, I'll just give you the details for all of them right now. The 2 that are with Dergwood, one is extraordinarily fucked up. Like it is barely holding on. The other one is bleeding, and then the other 2 look like they're having a rough time, but they're not bleeding yet. But they just have some wounds.
The one on me he's just bleeding. He's a little wounded, but he's not. Okay. Yeah, let's see. I get this just crazed smile on my face, staring this cat in the eyes. And I begin whispering to myself and reach out to stroke its head. And as I do this, I'm going to cast Blight on it.
Marvelous.
So that is a Constitution saving throw. Saving throw is 17.
Yeah, it gets 14.
Let me do the... All right, that's 34 total points of damage.
Holy shit, on the one on you?
Oh,
Yeah,
Yes.
Blight's a wicked spell.
Blight's a badass spell. I love Blight so much.
That's fucking reckless.
Is he alive?
The one that was near you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he's still alive, but now he's
that
looking
son of a bitch.
super wrecked. He's, you just watch as you touch him and Blight appears on him, like his skin starts to blacken and like these oozing sores. Like all of his injuries, like kind of like start festering and getting this like oozing pustule. So now like it's like leaking.
No.
Yeah, it's very, very gross. So it's like leaking this like greenish, foul-smelling ichor as you just kind of like hasten this like body-wide infection into this creature.
Gross.
Yeah, it's super not happy with you. All right. That being said, the two that are focused heavily on Dargwood are going to reach out and attack. The first one is going to take 2 tentacle attacks to you for a 9 and a dirty 20. Since the dirty 20 does hit. You're going to take... that's not great. You're going to take 7 points of damage. And the next ones... Oh, both of them missed. They're going to just kind of like slap against it, but you're able to like hit it off. It was for a 8 and a 9, so you missed that one. And then we are back. Then the other two are going to... One is now that you just blighted, is going to suddenly be like, this motherfucker, I am going to move away. And it's going to use its full action to get as far away from you as it can. It is not happy with what just happened. And also you have literally infected his entire body. So it is like, fuck you. But as it's going, it's going to reach up. It's going to like jump in the air and try to slap.
Do I get an attack
15
of
feet in the
opportunity because it's running away from me?
You do get an attack of opportunity, and it will miss Dribble as he's like trying to leave and like slap at you with the tentacle. Take your attack of opportunity.
I can't remember. Do I get to cast for attack of opportunity, or is it only
you need
like
a
a
war
melee
cast.
action?
I think if you have like a Warcaster feat, if you have that, then you could cast a spell. If not, you can hit it with something.
Okay. Well, shit. I didn't even write down what damage a quarterstaff does.
1d8. If you do it with one hand, it's a d8. If you do it with two, it's a d10, I believe. I only know that because my cleric has a staff.
Okay, cool. That's a 15 plus what? That's strength 0, so nothing. And does 15 hit?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Perfect. And you said a d12.
Yes. No, it's a d10 if you do it with two hands. D8 if you do it.
D10. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's a 4.
All right.
Just give him a bonk on the butt.
Yeah, but he still is like, he still looks back as you do it like, motherfucker. All right, then. And then the last one is... Oh, wow. The last one is going to kind of look around and like, kind of like gauging what's going on and a little confused, and is going to just kind of like try to slap at the two on the ground, Durathil and Dagwood. And just, you could tell like it's not really into what's going on, but it's committed, so it misses both times. All right, Dribble, you kind of come to.
Shit.
More than a little annoyed that you just got brained. And aware that a cat tried to like half-ass slap you out of the air.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
How many of these cats can I get in a 30-foot?
All of them.
All of them?
Well, all except for the one that ran the fuck away from Durathil. Like
Would
that
I
one.
still
That's
hit
full
Darkwood?
motion. He is. Yes. If you. Yes. Because the other one, like, literally darted out of the hallway into the enclosure. Like, it is.
He's like ran away. He's like, no, please don't hurt me. All right. I want to cast a spell, Tasha's Caustic Brew, but I don't want to hit Dergwin. But I want to hit as many of these cats as I can.
Like, I don't want to hit Dergwin, but you're like, I'm super cool with hitting Durthil. You're like, fuck him.
Yeah. She just hit me with the fireball.
You guys are gonna die so fast in this dungeon. You two petty
I feel like you guys know like my antics at this point. Like, you know
All right,
what
fine.
a shitbag I am.
I don't want to
absolutely
hit my
reckless.
companions.
You're just like, you two petty fucks are gonna kill each
How
other.
many can I? How many hit?
It's just gonna be.
No. All right.
Just
How
gonna
many
be
can I
Dergwin being
hit?
like, this is how I always win. Everybody. You could hit everybody except for the one that ran away.
How many can I hit if I'm avoiding friendly fire?
Huh?
How many can I hit if I'm avoiding friendly fire?
The one that ran away.
I'm just gonna be like, they say turnabout's fair play and all that. So I'm sorry, Dergwin, and I'm just gonna cast Tasha's Caustic Brew on the hallway.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just gonna pull out of like a flask out of like a vial on my like vest and just like shake it up and like just blast out like an acid spray down the hallway.
All right.
I need dexterity checks.
Yeah, only.
Yeah.
What's the reach on that?
30 feet.
Okay.
Ben, they got natural 20s except
Son
for
of a bitch.
one. So 2 see that shit coming and just like bounce out of the way, and then the other one is like looking around and just gets hit smack in the face with it, like, because it got an 8. So yeah,
Dexterity save?
dexterity
Oh
saves.
boy. This
Oh
is not
shit,
my
I
strong
can't
suit.
cast that one or I cancel the haste. I'm not gonna cancel the haste. My bad. I just read the spell.
Is that what we're doing now?
No, I'm just saying. I
Just
don't want to.
making shit up now?
No, I'm not. I don't want to cancel the haste on Dergwid, so I'm not going to cast a spell unless you're holding me to my word. It's not based off of the thing.
That is my oldest house rule. If it is said, it is done.
All right, then I cast. Then Dergwid, you're no longer hasted, and
Sorry, but I've played that way since I started.
Yeah,
so I'm
that's
You're no longer hasted and you're blasted with acid.
unless
Oh, we're all
Yes.
friends.
he didn't say his
Yeah.
dexterity check.
Guaranteed bathed in acid.
Holy shit. I got a fucking dirty 20 on my dex save.
Yeah, you
All
just
right.
like step out of
Let's-
the way.
Amazing.
Like flies
Let's get
towards
your
you.
damage. Also, Ben, I'm gonna need you to also roll a dex check.
Is this like a half
'Cause you are
damage?
within your own radius.
No, it's a line. It's not a.
Oh,
I'm
it's a
spitting
line?
out in
Wait.
front of you.
I thought it was a cluster.
No, it's a line.
Oh, be clearer then in the way you said it. Then.
I said, how many can I get in a line that's 5 feet wide?
I don't listen to most of the words you
Yeah,
say.
How wide is the hallway we're in?
It's 15 feet wide, so you can
Oh, okay.
get-
It's pretty thick.
yeah.
So
So
I could have avoided people.
That's
yeah,
accurate
you can
writing.
if you position yourself, like you go down and position yourself, you could you can miss everybody and hit to the 2 beasts fighting Dergwid.
Yeah. Okay.
And
that's
then
what I
shoot
wanted
the
to do.
remainder into. I didn't understand. I thought it was like an explosion. All right,
Sorry.
my bad. And because I re-rolled it because it was a line.
How dare you discredit my one good dexterity save of this entire fucking game, because there's not going to be another good one.
No, and after of it, I'll let you bank it for the next dexterity save, so you can keep it so it can have a use. So bank a dirty 20 for the
Fuck
next
it.
time you need a dexterity save.
For the
All
next
right.
time you try to blow me up, you bastard.
Yeah.
Started it.
All right.
Won't be me.
Innocent. I'm an angel.
They both fail.
Okay.
So let's get the damage.
So they each take 4 points of acid damage, and then at the start of their turns, they'll take an additional 2d4 damage.
They take 4 points?
Yeah, but then it keeps happening.
I'm just going to add that to my damage.
No, you didn't get hit, actually.
No, you didn't get hit.
Oh, all right.
Because Joel misunderstood me.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So now we got one of the displacer beasts who he takes 2d6.
Yeah.
All right. So wow, that one is fucking ruined right now. It is going to, because he has been stuck with Dargwood, he is going to attack. One of the tentacle attacks is going to hit because it is a 21. You are going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. The next one that's with you is still focused on Dargwood. You're going to hit. Both of them are going to hit at 16 and 23. You are going to take an additional 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Now we are. All right. Back to it now. We are at, I believe. Whose turn was it last? Who left off? It is Durathil.
Oh, haha. Yeah.
Was it there, or was that Brendan? Were you saying it was your turn?
I was pointing.
That's what I thought. All right.
Brady Bunchman does.
I am going to.
So anyway, that's how you avoid friendly fire there, Darethil. Even though like the Tasha's caustic brew went 3 inches away from your feet, blasted right by you.
He's just glaring at you from the end of the hall. Silent. I'm going to turn to the displacer beast that is running away from me. The one that I did put the hurt on, as you would say.
Nice. And then you're like, yes, magic missile in Ben's face.
I go to point at it, but then my hand spins around and I just point at the gnome.
She's like...
Just it with the middle finger. Right?
You see Durathil just kind of strike his hand out and point at this displacer beast, and he just starts laughing maniacally.
Oh, fantastic.
And you hear a toll of a bell hit and reverberate. And I would like the displacer beast to make a wisdom saving throw for Toll the Dead.
Nice. 12.
Yeah, you failed. So that is 2d12 necrotic damage.
Man, I always forget how much of a bad trip it is when we fight together.
And that's 17 total.
All right. That one is it's pretty confident it was escaping. And now it looks fucking ruined. It's got this ooze all over it. It's thought it was getting away. And then all of a sudden it just twitches. And it's dazed and has no idea what the fuck is going on. It is
it's
barely
still alive?
Yeah.
This son of a bitch! Die!
I keep having my villain moment and he keeps not dying.
They're tough, man. They're tough. All right. Last two. This one is going... The one that you
Still
just rang its bell,
by the way.
literally, is now... It is absolutely... It is now in the corner. It is as far back in the enclosure... And you're pretty sure if it could be cussing you out, it would be, because it is just staring hate and is actually attempting to hide because it hates you and is very scared of what you are doing. I like adding the intelligence to the creatures. They're supposed to just be dumb murder machines, but no, you just infected its whole body. It's not. It wants nothing to do with it.
Bad
Imagine
touch.
it's not very happy right now.
Yeah, bad touch. And then the other one is going to the one that's kind of just been standing, not really doing anything. Yeah, it's really focused on dribble, and so he is going to try to hit you.
15 feet in the air.
It doesn't matter. They've got a good reach. They've got They can jump and they got a 10-foot tentacle reach. So, shut up. And they going to do 15 and 18 to hit you. But you wear heavy armor, don't you?
I do. The 15 misses, and the 18 is my AC.
Artificers are so fucking fun. It doesn't seem like they should wear heavy armor. And
but I
just
also get enhanced armor, so that's also going on. So.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot happening. They're fucking cool. All right. This is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage as it smacks its tentacle up against you.
Whoa. Bad kitty.
Yeah. Top of the round. Dribble. Do it to it. What are you going to do?
Dribble's gonna look at him and he's gonna just let's see. Actions. I get 1 attack per action, so I'm going to just turn back at the one that just swiped at me and I'm gonna blast it in the face with a firebolt. He's like, I didn't want to have to do this, kitty, and he's gonna pull out his wand bong and just blast a firebolt right at it.
Wait, is that...
And it's at disadvantage.
Is that your artifice infusion weapon that you... That's your weapon?
My enhanced spell focus is a...
It's a bong.
Is a bong.
It's a bong. All right, I just wanted to make sure that's what I heard.
I'm just leaning full into it, man. Come on.
That's what I heard. All right.
Oh, fuck. That's only a 13 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Yeah, they don't have any armor. It's just the disadvantage that you throw.
Right, so that is going to be 2d10.
Yeah, what's really funny is based off a dice roll, if it could have gone where the blink dogs would have killed 2 of them, and then they would have followed you around the remainder of the time. But the dice gods... Yeah, the blink dogs would have helped you. The dice gods fucking hate you, so...
Oh, that is 13 points of fire damage straight at that displacer beast.
All right. That one's starting to show a little bit of wear and tear. Mm-hmm. All right. Now we've got 2 displacer beasts. One, both are still facing Dagwood. I'm just going to change your name however I want it to, so you can be Dagwood this round.
Dagwood now? Okay.
Yeah. One is 16. The other one is a 25. So I know one of them hits. Or do they both hit?
I'm no longer hasted, so those both are going to hit me.
Ooh, you are wrecked. I'm sorry, sir. 18 points of damage. And then the other one is going to take both of its tentacle attacks. What is your AC? Because one is a 7. Pretty sure that misses. The other one is a 14.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, they both hit?
I get resistance to the damage, but other than that, still hit. Yeah. Okay,
well, that's 20 points of damage. As it just max damage slaps the shit out of you.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, and now it's your turn to take your retaliation.
Okay. I don't have to move. They're right there. I'll take my 2 attacks.
All right, then.
So the disadvantage roll on the first attack is 16.
All right, that hits.
Second one, the low roll is going to be a 17.
They both hit.
Okay. I'll keep them on 1 displacer beast. So the total damage will be 27.
I'm going to need you to split that up.
I'll take it. All right. 16 to one, 11 to the other.
All right, nice. 16 is exactly what you need. Explain to me how you kill the one you have been slowly beating the shit out of.
Let's say, all right, so pull up the X from up and under, stuck in the belly of the displacer beast, and then I just bring it along for the ride on the axe.
Nice.
Okay. All right, then. You bisect the one and then use its body to beat the shit out of the other one. It's fantastic. Yes. All right. Where is everybody you're still flying.
I'm still flying.
You are no longer, you've got one on top of you, and Durathil, you do not have any on top of you right at this moment.
All right.
I would like an investigation check from you.
Yeah, would love
Or
to.
a perception check, whichever one makes you happier.
Starting to think that Durthel's always the one who's perceiving.
Yes, passive perception is 16.
That's a 29.
Okay, middle of this battle, while everything's going on, and you're like taking
So, apologies.
what you miss. Just a brief recap. What you missed is Durathil was able to, with her very high perception. I keep touching the side of the wall where I've decided is the side of the enclosure. None of you can see it, so it's like this would be super fun if you were fucking playing in person, but you're not. So you were online. So, anyways. Yes, what to visualize the side of the wall that I keep touching. I need to stop touching it because it just makes you look like a crazy person. All right, so you see these sigils, you touch them, and you've noticed the similarly branded beasts. This is for Ben that he missed, and they're just blinked out of existence. You think it's like sitting there, and you go in the enclosure, and you look around, and you find a dead, like, harshly and inexpert, like, you could tell whoever did this dissection has very little to no medical training whatsoever. You would suggest that they probably can't cut their own food. It is a harsh hack job.
You didn't even know how to cut
and
a steak.
no, you're pretty certain that they would struggle with cutting bread. So this is
I can't, Max.
this is
I'm in the middle
I can get rid of them now. And this is the first time you see that you're starting to get an idea like something's fucked up. Like this is not, you could tell this is not done by a beast. This was done purposefully by something.
Do I see anything else in the enclosure?
No, you see various remnants of like meals and things like that. There's a couple like scrub plants, designed to kind of make the creature a little bit more comfortable. But for the most part, no. It was literally an austere situation, like not meant to make. It's not meant for comfort. It's meant for observation purposes.
When I go back into the hall, is there an end to the hall that we're in?
There is. This is a shorter hallway, and you're
Okay.
very close to the end. Now, in the end of that hallway is a series of shelves with a various number of items on there.
Do I recognize any of the items?
Let me get a perception check. Well, perception or investigation, again, whichever you're more comfortable with.
Thanks, Opolite Dice. They decided to be really nice to me. That's another 29.
Oh, fantastic. You see this shit. Like, you look and you're like, it's been a rough fight. You're irritated. So you're getting in there and you are like, go to the shelves. You're looking at the broken shit. You're throwing it off. You find a scroll that was sitting there. And it is a spell. And you read it like it's written in Elvish. And you're like, fucking finally some decent literature. And it is a spell of command monster. So you can just like the command spell, but you're pretty certain that it is designed to if they escape.
Perfect.
So, yeah.
I'm going to slip that in my pack.
Then you also find 2 small vials that are just exactly. You've seen this enough. You're like, these are just standard healing potions.
So what
I
happened
take
to the
one.
displacer beast? Is she just like taking a break to just like? Or
No,
Gareth
I
Hill just,
forgot-
like,
They're gone.
Yeah, she got rid of them all.
oh, okay.
I took care of business.
Well,
Don't worry, Daddy's here to take
we
care
have
of
a
things.
recap since the internet died.
I just gave you
years.
I just gave you a recap.
Well, you didn't say what happened to the displacer beasts.
I did when you recap. Summarization. She had a very high investigation check, found that there was a sigil on the wall. She touched it. Everything had matching sigils on the wall. And they sent the displacer beasts were just sent back. It's kind of like clearing the research room. Now,
okay.
I'm giving this to you as well. Durathil, I'm giving this to you as well because of your ridiculously high. I'm just going to let you clear cut this whole room. Like, you thought, you get in there, you get your command monster spell. Now, I want you to clarify it is a spell. not a scroll. It is a spell. You can copy it and use it routinely.
Oh, okay. What level spell is that?
We're gonna put it at
I think command monster.
I don't know, 4th level. We'll put it at.
Okay.
Okay. So you will need to take a rest to copy it into your book, and then you can use it whenever you want. And it functions the same as command person. So
I immediately drink one of the healing potions.
Okay.
Remind me, that's 2d4?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Let me do the math on that. Seven.
If you choose to, you can all take a short rest at this point in time. Well, the rest of you, if you would like.
I'm gonna look to the barbarian, and I say, "You brute," and I throw him the other healing potion.
Okay.
I don't apologize. I just throw the healing potion at you. Then
taking a short rest though.
Yeah, he's gonna look to everybody and say, I need silence. I need to think now. I have things to do, things to write into my book, notes to take. So if we could all just relax ourselves for a moment.
I am going to also, since you got the high, and I want to move the story along, since you got the high investigation, you decide this one was pretty fucked up. Let me go check out the other enclosure. You quickly see the symbols on the side, and you go in, and there is also a butchered blink dog in there. Again, pieces are taken off. It is inexpertly done. It's got the same rough-hewn hacking motions that are on the displacer beast. There is nothing left alive in this enclosure. And there is nothing else of note, but you are noticing that these creatures are not. It was not a creature that did this. It was a person who has a passing knowledge with a blade at best. But this does definitely kind of like raise a concern to you. All right, now you may take your short rest, roll your hit die, whatever you choose to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll 3 of my hit die.
Yeah.
I'll use the potion that was given to me.
Yeah, I didn't realize we were going to take a short rest, or totally wouldn't have used that straight off.
You could pull it back if you'd like.
That's okay. I like the rule of what's said is done.
Mm-hmm. It usually gets a lot more thoughtful gameplay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm a big fan
back
of
to
it.
Max hit points now with.
Marvelous. Okay. Here is the wording of your spell. Sorry, I had created the command monster spell. It is not an actual spell.
Yeah,
it will be cast at. It will be cast at. You could do it at 3rd or 4th level.
Okay.
I'm dropping it down so you have a few more uses. What you can do is, as it is written, taking it from the command, you can command the creature to approach, drop, flee, grovel, halt, and if you cast it at 4th level, you can add an additional creature.
Okay. And is there a concentration on that?
No, it is not. It is a single action.
And how long does it last?
We're going to give it 10 minutes.
Okay.
No, I'm going to change it because I like this, and I feel like this will be a kick for your character. I like your thrall spell, like the idea of being able to create a thrall. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to let you, when you command the monster, we're going to throw away all of this shit. You will be able to enthrall them for 10 minutes. Okay.
Fucking
yeah. Better behave yourself, little gnome.
Yeah.
It's monster, not person.
It is monster, not person. So it's. She's gonna be like, well, I find you monstrous.
Yes,
well,
it works.
Yes, but that's besides the point. You realize I do have an attack dog now, gnome.
Yes.
That's the whole point.
Oh my god, you can! You could fucking resurrect these dead-ass creatures and make them your thing.
I can't. It has to be a humanoid for thralls.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm really sad. I'm like, do we kill the gnome now? Nice. Do we wait a little?
Oh, that's awesome. Like, I should...
I wish Animate Dead was peace.
Negative energies in the room here. God, I feel like we all need to just chill.
All right. This makes me so happy. Like, I really want to just be like, fuck it, you can have it and you can animate, but then we're gonna get like wild broken territory. So like she just kills everybody. She's like, I've got this, bitches. You're all dead.
Like during the short rest, Dribble's just like kind of like using his winged boots, and he's like in a reclined position, just like flying around in circles, like smoking his pipe. And he's like manipulating the smoke so that it like looks like he's floating around on a cloud.
Oh my god, you are such a tool. That makes me so happy. Like your weird ass character play makes me so happy.
It's like I need to center myself, and she's gonna get mad at me if I say a word. So
I'm so glad you played this one and not Ticto though. So.
You would have hated Ticto so much.
I hated Ticto so much. Ticto was his wizard we played in our last campaign, and this fucking wizard had everything prepared at all points in time. Like, Ben knew my DM style so well that he just fucking ruined it. Like, and could find the little holes in like my plot and exploit the shit.
Have the perfect spell every time.
All the time. And I've started, like, part of me, if I didn't know and trust you as a player, I'd be like, this fucker's cheating. All right. Short rest is over. You guys come out of the hallway, and Durathil, have you explained any of this shit to the other party?
Oh God, no. Okay. In my head, I'm convinced they wouldn't understand it anyways.
Okay, perfect. You are
Dribble's probably just as smart, if not smarter than you.
You are very unsettled.
About presentation.
You are very unsettled by the fact because you, being a practitioner of the arcane arts and very used to studying, especially studying forms and creatures and like anatomy and things like that, you are now aware that something is doing a little bit of like a research that makes your skin kind of crawl. I mean, but on the other side, because you're kind of morally ambiguous, you're also kind of into it. So you're like, I don't know if I want to meet this person, but then again, I'd like to read his notes.
Exactly. I am definitely that guy.
Yeah.
So while during the short rest, Dribble is going to like collect monster parts because that's what he does. Because he's like, I've heard like desiccated displacer beast tail, if you prepare it just right, you can feel like you're in like two places at once for like a second. So I just want some of that. Also,
wow,
Doug, it's fun to jump around for a little bit.
Eat it.
There's like a gland in the Blink Dog's brain that lets you like hop around for a really long time, and it's like
all right, so what are we doing now? You have one hallway. I would like a perception check again.
Yep.
From everyone. And Dagwood, I don't even care anymore.
Yes.
Danica quit.
Yeah, Danica.
You're so mean.
Where did you pick up your torch?
Yes, I was trying to commune with the spirits of the dead beasts and give them peace. And then there's the sweat squelch.
You're a minister? Is that what you're a barbarian minister? Is that what you're doing?
I commune with nature, and I hear the wet squelching of Dribble digging into their corpses with sharp implements, and decide to get my torch instead.
Don't love that, huh? Don't love that. All right. Anyways, then you could see.
And he's gonna go over to Dargwit. I was like, I forgot. You can't see in the dark. We talked about this last time. I'm sorry. And he's gonna like, boop, your axe, and he's gonna cast light on it.
Oh, nice. That is actually a useful infusion, but I think it only casts like
It's
5
a
to 10
cantrip
feet, right?
that lasts for an hour. And it's
Yeah,
good
but
for
it only
all.
lasts 5 to 10 feet.
It's 20 feet.
20
All
feet.
right. Yes.
Oh my
No.
goodness.
All right. Back to the tavern. All right.
I rolled a 23 on that perception.
Fucking perfect. We'll get right back to you at the perfect this time now. So
I also rolled a
this is
17
actually like
for mine.
the sweetest spot. That does nothing for me.
Oh.
I needed a 20 or more, but actually I think you cleared. Hold on. You said a 23?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic, because I had different levels. 23 is the highest. So you're able to get all of the information.
Ooh.
But back at the tavern.
She's not going to share with the class.
Back at the
Nope,
tavern.
I'm an asshole. Still
Back
an
in-
asshole.
All right, quick introduction, everybody. This is Will. Will, tell us who you're playing.
I am playing Brittany Spears.
Tell us your character class, what race you are.
A Bardlock, Bard Warlock, human. And,
All right, you arrive at the tavern late and feeling a little rushed. Your first thoughts are like, they're gonna talk shit about me. Like, I hope they waited. But you're a little frustrated you didn't. And when you get inside, you see Giles, the recently named fussy officiator of the. He's like, Mr. Eddie Spears, you apparently you have missed this evening's festivities. But there is still an artifact if you would like to look at it on the table. But that is the best I can do.
Yeah, Will, you're a little quiet, by the way.
Yeah, you're very quiet, so fix your shit.
is that better?
Oh, so
That's
much.
Bring it closer.
So
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, thanks, Marishi.
They lasted almost 20 minutes this time. I believe that may be a record. But you're welcome to go to the back.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
Okay. You go in there, and this room is like fussily, like organized. And on the top is this like the star-shaped thing covered with jewels. It's the only thing on the table, and it's laying on a leather patch, and it's like there's like a little hum coming from it. You reach out to investigate, take a look at it. Sorry, I'm taking your free agency away as a player because
Oh, I
we
was
need
gonna
you
do
to.
that anyway.
Yeah, right on. We need you to hurry the fuck up and get in this. So
Grab
you look at it, and as soon as you touch it, you feel yourself getting pulled, and you fall, and you land on the ground in the middle of your 3 compatriots, which the timing just couldn't be better. They had just exited the hallway, so they're sitting there with Durathil looking rather annoyed again at Dribble, which is the running, and you're like, nice, they're already fighting.
Look who decided to show up, man.
And
You want a hit?
the
No.
3,
Okay.
yes.
You said no before, haven't you?
Now back to it. You find yourself in this kind of like moistened cave. It's very it looks like it was heavily in used a long time ago, but now is kind of in disrepair. They quickly fill you in that there was a hallway that had a bunch of displacer beasts in it, placed across from blink dogs. You're like, that's fucking dumb. I don't know why people would do that. And that they got into a fight, and then Durathil explains that she was able to vanquish all of them by putting her hand on a sigil. His hand, sorry, I'm looking directly, and so, yes, Durathil put
Sorry
his
for
hand.
Okay, I was a boy
Characters.
the whole time.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I keep doing it, but
Yeah. So he exiled the whole by noticing a binding enchantment on the enclosures, and they told you that no other information is being like, oh, back to Durathil. Now you are able to hear like a grumbling, like a low moan, and the sounds of like scratching in the hallway, like somebody's clawing at something. But then on the tip of your hearing, And this is because you just nailed the perception check. You hear the sounds of someone. It's like a heartbreaking sob. Like it is like a gut-wrenching, shattered sob. Like, and it actually, for you who dislikes most people, you are like, it hits you in the feels. Like you're like, oh my God, like somebody is seriously suffering. And then on another, like in the other hallway where you hear the moans and the scratching, there's a lot more shit going on in that one. And that's very clear what's going on. But this one is, it's just that quiet, barely audible sob. And then, of course, the long, dark hallway that's doing absolutely fucking nothing except having a red light down there. And as you're pondering this, all of a sudden, thump, Brit just kind of appears. You see the lights flare up. Everybody steps back from the circle, and he's just sitting there like, hey, guys.
The party's just showed up, man.
You touched it. You touched it too. Why do you feel so compelled to just touch everything? What is it with you guys?
I mean, would you rather him not be here?
Am I not?
I would rather none of you be here.
Right?
Fancy box.
I'm going to immediately come in for a bear hug.
Get off the ground.
It is the Enisphere. I just walk in.
Big bear hug.
Oh my God. So, all right. Durathil, which way are you heading since you are not giving any information?
So I have three options. I have the hallway with the red light in the end, the hallway where someone is sobbing, and the hallway where there's scritching, scratching, and moaning.
And even the sobbing is like striking you at your cold, dead heart in the feels.
Is the sobbing discernible as male or female, or just sobbing?
It's the quiet, like indeterminate gender kind where like you just hear somebody. There's no like it's just like the sound of like abject misery.
The only way that this sound strikes me is that there's another human form in here that I could probably interrogate. So I look to my fellow adventurers and I say, if you are all done touching each other now, perhaps we could go down this way. I believe I hear another life form. Perhaps they know a bit more of where we are and where we could go.
Okay. You go down this hallway, and it is the first thing. This is a long hallway, and you do see, instead of an enclosure, it is like an alcove, but it doesn't have the glass over it or anything like it's not for observation. This has a beautiful green-skinned woman, like you could tell she's not human, but she's humanoid. She's got the scaly skin. Absolutely extra. I mean, even for you and your arrogant elf ass who's sitting there being like, nobody's as good as us. Even you are like,
smash.
Yeah, you're like, I'll tear that up. But as you come in and you see her just sitting there sobbing, she is strapped to this table. Like arms to the side, strapped. There are various tubes penetrating her skin, and you could see the ichor. It's like this greenish substance, like blowing out of her body in these clear tubes. She is barely conscious. And you see she has thick hair with like thick green hair, but through it you see like what looks like these fat coils, and they're like lightly twitching, but they all have a harsh cut on the end.
As soon as Dribble sees somebody who looks like a person that's like injured, that's like a non-combatant, he's gonna like, his demeanor's instantly gonna like shift, and he's gonna like basically like swoop in and just be like assessing, like he's doing his like healer thing. Can I roll like a
I would like an intelligence check from you quickly.
Just like straight intelligence?
Medical or intelligence, whatever you prefer. Let's do a medicine check. Let's stick on
Medicine,
that.
I only have a +2 for medicine, but
That's fine.
I got a 9. My intelligence is way better, but
How? Okay. Well, then I said whichever you prefer. So,
that gives me a 13.
it's still not marvelous. Yeah. But anyways, it doesn't take a genius to see if you heal this person with these lacerations on there, with these tubes in their body, you're going to be healing these tubes into their body.
Okay.
And it will probably cause more harm than good.
Dribble's gonna like drop like the whole like stoner vibe, and he's gonna be like, Darethil, we need to remove these tubes from her, and then we can heal her.
Do I know what she is?
Let me get a knowledge check.
What do you want me to roll that as?
I'm trying to think like which would make the best sense. Let's do. I'm going to do nature.
Nature? Okay.
Yes.
That is a 15.
Okay. You are relatively certain that you have seen this before, that you know everybody knows what these creatures are, but this one's a little bit different because it's not ugly. This is the most beautiful Medusa you have ever seen. And you've heard stories of a breed that is more noble. Mm-hmm. And you're thinking that might be a little bit more humanoid. And you know they're not, there's no such thing as a good Medusa, but this one is, this one you at least know is that they can be, these kind of operate with a system of rules. So you think this is a noble Medusa.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
are you going to share this information, or are you going to let Dribble continue to do
Dribble, let's get it from you too.
Okay.
Because you were assessing her. Why would you not like wonder what species she is?
I got a 14.
You're roughly about the same. You're not
I don't know, like,
confident it's a noble, but you know it's a Medusa, and you're like, this is a really hot Medusa. Yeah, and then it's confirmed as you start looking at her, and you see like those thick parts of her hair.
And like cut off her snakes.
Well, you put it together really quick as you're looking around, and you see the heads of snakes on the floor, and like these are cut off, and so you're like, pretty sure that's a Medusa. You, however, on the other hand, are a little bit more hesitant now to immediately heal this person because you're like, what if they like to turn people to stone?
Miss. And I'm just going to like...
She is barely conscious.
Okay. What do you think, Darethil?
Do you have a way to heal her?
I do.
So she can speak to us.
I do, but there's also the petrification problem.
You hear a very light mumbling. She's, I won't hurt you. Please, like she's very, very quiet.
Can I get an insight?
Yeah.
15.
All right, you're pretty certain that she's probably, if you free her, is not going to kill you. I mean, that's you're this is how you're taking it. You're like, common sense would say, if I free anything, probably got a good chance of them not immediately trying to kill me. Yeah. So
I'm gonna go, we need to remove these tubes, but prior to that, and then I will heal, but as soon as I pull these out, she's going to start bleeding profusely.
Why do we need to remove the tubes?
If I heal her in this state, they will fuse to her body.
Oh, that sounds most unfortunate for her, but I'm afraid I don't care.
I forget how much I...
Darethil is a twat. He's a massive twat.
I warned
I'm
you,
gonna
number
look-
one dickhead in
I
all
know.
the land.
I like.
I'm gonna look
like
at-
the
I'm
true to
gonna look
form
at-
character.
I'm just gonna like slowly look over and we're like, Derek, will you help me, please?
Britt, what are you doing? You just had your whole world upended, and then by your perception, you landed in here. These three fuckers you were supposed to meet at the table are like, right, you're here, you're late, fuck off, let's go. And they just started marching down the hallway. You have had zero time to acclimate. You've just, by your perception, somebody's like, there's crying, away! And you're like, fuck is happening.
All right, so I'm just gonna say
Trying to
right
figure
here,
it
right
out.
now, Britt.
Hold on. Yeah, what were you saying, Britt?
Kind of figuring it out was what I said.
Okay.
Brett, catching you up. We got teleported into this place. There's monsters. And someone's like chopping them up for some reason. That's kind of like the thing. We haven't figured out why they're chopping them up, but they're chopping them up. So that's where we're at.
Can't we move along? He looks back to the barbarian. Human barbarian. Do you have a bit of rope?
Human.
So Dergood was in the middle of cutting sections off of his loincloth.
And
And
she's
his
like,
bandages.
Oh, I have bandages. I just need you
He
to
kind of
do-
like backs away from you and
So-
like looks at you like, "Don't. What are you doing? No.
Derek,
Do you have
Derek,
rope?
Can you
Do
do
you know
what?
what rope is? Have you rope?
Isn't she
I would
already
spell it,
bound?
but I know you can't spell.
Yes, I have rope. I have rope.
Do you think maybe you could tie her to the table?
She's already bound?
Is she bound?
Yeah.
she is bound. She is bound.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought she just had tubes
Yeah,
and was
she,
like,
no. She is bound to the table. Like her wrists and her ankles are bound to the table. So yes.
I need someone to like hold these wounds shut when I pull the tubes out, and just like kind of like stick your like finger in there and just like kind of like plug the hole, and then just for a little bit, and then I'm gonna work my magic here. You got this, Dergwin? All right.
I love.
You then
Britt
cause
says-
another hole.
Yeah. So
Like
I'm gonna,
you're fusing him to her now.
You're all so dumb. I love it.
I just don't think that's the best plan.
I think it's a
Just
fantastic.
shove your
thing.
thumb in there.
no. I just need you to like press on it. I don't need you to shove your thumb in there. I just need
Yeah,
you to
I-
like cover up the wound and apply pressure.
This
But
makes me so happy.
I cleaned it with my mouth.
No. He's gonna.
God damn it, I
He's
love
gonna
it.
pull. He's gonna look into his pack again, and he's going to, with his magical tinkering, he's going to pull out a bottle of hand sanitizer.
It's got a little.
Just put this on your hands, please. Rub them real nice, and then I just need you to apply pressure on the wound. Not the thumbs.
I can do
Okay.
that.
Okay, not too much,
Oh,
but just enough so like the bleeding doesn't happen. You got that? Okay. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna pull the tubes out, and then I'm going to pull another bottle out of my pack, and I'm going to use my. It's called Restorative Reagents, and it casts Lesser Restoration at a 2nd level. And I'm going to, like, pop the cork off and, like, put it down her throat sort of thing. And then...
Lesser restoration.
Yeah. I think it's a 2d6 plus 5 as well.
Okay. Then roll it.
All right. So that's 9 plus 5. That's 14 temporary hit points, and then I believe the lesser restoration, if I'm I guess that would be they're not under a condition, but I feel like that would be enough to like repair holes.
Yes. Also, just a regular cure spell would have worked.
I was trying not to use the spell slot.
I get that, but lesser restoration does not actually. I'm looking at the spell right now. It does not look like it gives any.
Well, it's restorative reagents. It gives them
It removes it removes a condition.
Yeah, but restorative reagents, it gives them 2d6 plus 5 temporary hit
points. It does
points.
work for incapacitated, so you get 2d6. So she feels this quick like jolt of like energy, and she comes up and she's like, "Oh, thank you."
In the meantime, I'm going to sort of start checking her over for like other maladies.
No, it's just a lesion. She's covered in lesions, like that. That are slowly healing.
Okay.
Yes. So, I thank you for this, and I promise I will not harm any of you. But if you don't mind, she's like is addressing both Durathil and Tribble, because you guys are the ones doing like the hard interactions. It has kind of thought that Dagwood over there, he's gonna love just
So
it's
rude.
like you're the medical assistant right now. No,
You can tell by your muscles you're not that smart.
yeah.
You may remove the pressure, Dagwood.
Yeah. So, so as soon as Danica lets her go, then no. So she's directing it to Durathil and Dribble. She's like, I thank you, but have you seen him around? Have you seen?
Cool.
Let's see.
I don't know. There was a gnome that bound me here. I was not you, stupid. Obviously.
What?
Okay. Anyways, back.
Never
to,
mind him.
Yes.
I didn't have to heal you, you know. Why is everybody so mean to me all the time? God.
Okay. Now directly to Durathil. Like, does your friend understand that there is more than one gnome in this world?
I mean, I was just making sure that we had like that. I wasn't about to get accused of something I didn't do, because people to do that around me.
Obviously,
The adults are talking.
yeah, I mean, obviously, if you didn't capture me and then bind me to the table, I figured you'd have been able to put two and two together and think maybe he's not talking, or she's not talking about me. But perhaps you accidentally captured and bound me to the table and then looked totally different and lived a different life. Yes, that's quite likely. Anyways.
I don't know. You were incapacitated. I thought maybe you were going to be delirious or something. But apparently...
No.
Yeah.
You know, I said I wasn't going to attack you, but I'm strongly reconsidering right now, just based off stupidity. Anyways, and she will look to Durgwood and be like, I thank you for your assistance, but yes, I was accosted by what I believe is a gnome.
Do you know how you got here?
I do not. I know that in my moments of lucidity, I was at home. I was in my in my residence. I was in my library, and someone had come to the door, and then there was a flash, and I woke up here. And in my moments of lucidity, I remember seeing a small figure. So it's either a gnome or a child, which I'm leading towards probably a gnome. Because I would not want to be captured by a child. Leading to coming, and then he is the one that would cut off, that took my snakes, and she starts crying when she's talking about like the heads of her snakes missing. She's like, and he took one of the heads with him. She goes, and that's all I know. I believe he has an infusion flask with him.
Would I know what that is?
No, she's going to continue to explain that an infusion flask, she's like,
Wait.
An infusion flask is a flask typically used for potions with the elemental type energies. Like if you want fire resistance, you would use that because it allows the solution to imbue the properties of the solution into its user. It doesn't last long, but it's a common
Dribble had
you
any
absolutely
idea?
fucking know what it is. You know, as soon as you like infusion flask, you're like, who's the maker? Where was it made? What kind of glass was it made out of? Like, you're like
Did
all
he
deep in to be
say
like,
his name?
was it a crystal flask? Was it yeah. Like, who's the maker? Did Pfizer make it? I don't know. Those biochemical companies don't really care for it. Like, you're like, suddenly you are like a fucking super genius when you heard infusion flask. Like,
Did he say his name?
no, he didn't. I don't think he knew I was, lucid at the moment. I just know that, I mean, to be honest, I'm more than a little embarrassed that I think I was captured by a gnome.
Do you think this might be someone you know, Dribble?
No.
No, he's talking to Dribble.
Yeah, as soon as you said dribble, so yeah.
That's why I asked. There's not that many like alchemists around, so I thought maybe, like there's not as many like bad ones. Typically we go like the healer route, but like we've got some like bad eggs in there. But no. I mean, if she can't give me a description, I'd probably not. But no, alchemist. Definitely alchemist if she thinks she's got like an infusion elixir. So hopefully, I don't know what's going on. If I'm honest.
A little bit of going back to your super sick perception check back with looking at the displacer beast and the cuts on the Medusa and the blink dogs. You doubt that this you when he said I doubt it's an alchemist, your gut is telling you, you're like, I don't think it's an alchemist. Like, this guy probably doesn't have the dexterity to be an alchemist, like everything was too rough. But yeah, Dribble, you now know, you are now starting to put together the fact that if this person has an infusion flask, and you're starting to think if it's a high enough quality infusion flask, they may be trying to make solutions out of these creatures.
This guy,
and it starts clicking with your like,
do something with monster parts.
Yeah, you are able to put together because you yourself are a disgusting monster part collector, and you are like. Yeah, I
just use it to like elevate my experiences. The other side effects happen by accident.
Not everything's a drug, Dribble. Yes, you realize this?
Yeah.
Not everything.
But a lot of times, the fun, the side effects are fun. Like that's
one day your nose is going to fall off, my friend. One day.
It hasn't already a couple times, and I just put it back on.
My God.
So
Irgwid is confused if your nose is fake or not.
Joel the DM is confused right now. I am fucking confused as to what's happening.
It's just the meme of the lady with the math equations going in front of her face, like, wait a minute.
He's just sitting there like,
no, this is fully a prosthetic, and he just like pops his nose off.
And that's it, everybody. This game is going to shit.
Dorothy looks to the Medusa, and please help me clarify. Medusas aren't humanoids, right? They're technically monstrosities.
This one is humanoid.
She is a humanoid.
Yes, she is. She is classified also as a monstrosity, but like she is fully humanoid. She's like articulated arms and legs. Like she's humanoid as you can be. But yes, her character classification.
Okay. So Durthil and his ultimately curious nature is we're very different from a Medusa I've normally ran across.
Yeah, well, we are a purer blood from...
Oh, I do love the sound of that. Go on.
We are what the Medusas were meant to be, and we haven't soiled ourselves with lesser, if that makes sense.
Oh, it makes all the sense in the world to me. I would hate to soil myself with a lesser, and he looks down at Dribble and then back to the Medusa.
She will then flip
like,
into hard.
Eat boogers, like.
Yes, she will then like change her dialect hard to like pure Elvish.
Oh, okay.
And it is like, no disrespect, but I don't know how you stand it being around them.
It's a chore. Yes.
Now,
You could at least acknowledge that we're good at what we do.
Do you understand Elvish? Wait a
No,
minute.
this is out of character.
oh no, you
Nice.
can. You can, but you like you're just. The problem is not that you help. It's like you have a purpose, but like this is like the highest form of the Medusa. Like she is this noble, beautiful creature. Like she controls all the other ones, and like the other ones had like soiled themselves by like interbreeding with like Wanti and shit, so they get more like snake-like. Some were like just degenerate snake fuckers way back when, and so like they're just gross. And so she never has. Like they have stayed in their like originally. They have stayed within their original. Yeah, stayed in their lane. They were originally divinely cursed. And from
inbreeding. No, got it.
No, not inbreeding, you dick. but maybe a little inbreeding, but they don't really recognize that. So anyways, she's like, but yes, I don't know what is going on here or why I was brought. But as sickening as it says, I do believe that I was brought here by one of the little folk. And as much as I would like to kill him, I think I would rather leave. If you wouldn't mind assisting me with that. If you have ideas on how to get out of here.
And where's your home?
Oh, it's in this is, I believe, the Shadowfell is where it is.
You just see like a look of disgust on his face.
We can't all be from the Feywilds. Your world is disgusting. I'm sorry.
How many hit points does she have?
Oh, she would fucking kill the shit out of you. You guys healed her completely.
What? You fucking gnome healed this bitch completely?
I healed her for 2d6 plus 5.
It's my story. Shut the fuck up.
All right.
No. No, she has, you're right, 2d6, so she has 12 hit points.
I would be careful with my words if I were you.
I don't mean disrespect.
You know, like, what do you guys, like, talk, like, I don't really like
she's going to look at you and go, shh.
Lady?
In a moment.
Just a reminder.
She's like,
bad idea.
why are you being mean to the person that healed you? He'll like cut you up and turn you into zombie parts.
that is fair. That is fair. But
I'm being nice, and everyone's mean to me all the time.
At this moment. It's not that we're being mean. It's that you act silly, and I am not in a mood for silly right now.
I am really good at what I do.
I
enjoy my product.
You may be exemplary, but understand where I came from. I was captured by a gnome. Obviously not you. I'm a little put out right now. I had holes poked all in my body, and I'm just recently healed.
Racist now.
It's not. Are you always this emotional?
Yes.
Like,
all
for
the
the love
time.
of maybe.
It's the sign of a well-adjusted humanoid person. You just have to recognize your own emotions.
Is this how you justify the fact that you are wildly intoxicated and perhaps, maybe, people who were just recently used as a scientific type experiment may not have the patience for a blissfully inebriated gnome at this time. My patience, I apologize, may be a little low at this
for the
moment.
person that
As
killed
the
you, but
two
fine.
are
I thank you very
arguing-
much.
As
right.
the two are arguing, Durthil's doing this and then just kind of goes like this at her very quickly, and you hear the toll of a bell. And I want to cast Toll the Dead on her.
Wow.
God.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Did you save?
It is a natural one.
Oh no!
That I want to thank you because all of the stuff she promises she's not going to fight, she's going to give you all the information. You're like, thanks. Roll your damage, and because it's a nat one, you may double it. Because I just think it's going to be fun.
I mean, I didn't need to double it. It's already 21.
Fan-fucking-tastic. So while she's arguing, you just hear this like bug and like literally like this like she just like stiffens and like this blot and shit comes out of her face and she just like falls dead. I'm like,
You see,
and I was like,
you go ahead.
and yeah, she just falls dead. It was great because her original, when I had her fully done, she had like 175 hit points. Like, and I misread the spell. So when Ben healed her, so you were right.
You see
Okay.
Durthil standing over top of her, and he's grinning, and he just breathes in air, and you see a bit of her life essence kind of trickle up from the body and go into his nostrils, and he goes, "God, that was atrocious. The silence, so much nicer."
All because she's from the Shadowfell. She's like, fuck her.
Yeah, that's like that
Dribbles
next
gonna be
to like
like,
the
just, like,
Underdark and
slowly-
Drow, like Shadar Kai are like the scum of the earth to him. So like Shadar Kai, Shadowfell, yeah, you're trash. You're done.
was
Get out of
amazing.
here.
Dribble's just like gonna slowly like.
And it was just like, I had to make it up on the spot. Like, where's she from? I don't fucking know. Like, I'm Shadowfell. That sounds good. And you're like, my impulsive Shadowfell, she's like, murder.
I mean, nothing would have happened if maybe she was a little nicer to him.
She thought you guys were vibing. Like, she's like, thought you're both being like, who's better than everybody? We're better than everybody. You're like, no, actually, you're trash.
Actually, I'm better than everybody. And then
Oh, great.
I'm just gonna
he's-
like look up and it was like, was that like really necessary? Or like, I get that she was being aggro, but like,
I thought I was doing you a favor. Can't you accept a favor?
was that a favor?
Actually, like the nicest thing
I feel like I
that's
still
been
have.
done for you. Yeah.
I feel like I'm still singed from that fireball from earlier, but
Oh my God.
Also, since you said she's a humanoid, I would like to animate
may.
that on her. Yeah.
Yes.
damn it, I wanted to collect those.
Why are these two things mutually exclusive?
Can I have some Medusa parts? They make really.
They're also laying on the ground too.
Oh,
like the
shit.
snake heads are
He's
laying
gonna,
on the
like,
ground.
He's just like shoveling like.
Did you say boner pills?
That is what I said. You can sell it for a lot of money, man.
That's what I thought you said. All right, so
I thought you were grieving for a second. Not so.
So I have a question. Because the snakeheads are still around her, when I animate her, she'll return with the snakeheads back intact.
that's how you want to play it.
Oh yeah, 100%. If all the body parts are there, we want to put a full Medusa back
Can
together.
I have like a couple?
Britt was in the
Going
process
back
of
on,
saying
right?
something. So Britt, what were you saying?
Britt is gonna speak up and in Elvish go. So I still don't know what's going on.
In
But we're
Elvish.
looking for a gnome alchemist, and we're not thinking it's him.
You raise a great point here.
So
Like,
What kind of
I'm just saying
wait,
he could
you're
have been
human,
really hungover.
You're human, not elvish.
Human. Yeah.
You are human. Okay, all right. Who knows what the amount of things he does? But honestly, I mean, I don't even want to give him this credit, but the hack jobs on these animals, I'd like to think that
He's better than this.
he would have a cleaner cut, if you will.
You are.
Okay.
Is this in common or is this?
No, this is all in Elvish.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm also like, you can tell by like every time you speak to me in Elvish, I'm like utterly like disgusted by it, but I'm also like, I can't like not talk to you because we're also talking trash about Dribble, so it's like fine all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Fully aware of how it's pissing you off.
Like in my mind, like, your human tongue defiles the language of my people.
That's amazing.
He's picking his teeth because he doesn't know Elvish.
Don't you hate it when they do that? Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, but a little part of you thinks, like, while they're talking,
So can I have
a little part of you, Dribble, is like you just are like, I think something happened. Are they? Somebody said something nice about me, and you get like all tingly for a minute. Right when she's like, I think he'd probably be a little neater. You're like, that was a nice thing.
I feel like she's...
I feel like I was just complimented.
Can I have
right.
like some of the snake heads?
You can.
Like, I'm talking to Darethil. Like, are you gonna like use all of those for the reanimate thing? Because I know you enough that you're not gonna like pass up the opportunity. I'm like slowly.
Don't touch my thrall.
I'm not. I was talking about the snake bits.
Don't Dribble. Don't
Please?
touch my thrall.
Please.
No, you can have her when I'm done with her.
You can have a cut of the.
I'm not done with her. Your boner pills will have to wait.
But you get a cut.
Love all of that so much.
I do not need your pills.
No. Like
example.
you like the sale.
I do not need your pills. I've
The
been a boner
resale
for 200
price.
years.
I don't think
I
you
am a
understand.
boner.
I am a boner, god damn it.
I didn't say you needed them. I'm saying we sell them on the open market and we make a fucking heaps of gold.
Well, we aren't in the open market, are we, Dribble? We're in some hole in the ground with weird shit happening everywhere. Give me my thrall.
I need your boner right now.
Do not touch my thrall. When we are done, you can have all of her. Think of the things you could do.
No
Sorry.
one.
Not
fucking amazing.
Not into cracking open a cold one. Thank you very much.
That's
I understand if like that's your like what gets your motor going, but no.
Perhaps if she had a brother. And he like thinks about it for a minute. He's certainly not straight. Anyways, I digress.
this whole discussion that at the end she's like, if someone else had a boner. Fantastic. This took a hard turn I was not prepared for, so
Finally, the dick jokes arrive.
the dick jokes are here. Thank you.
Anyway, yeah, we should probably get going. I feel like we need to like get going before.
Are we gonna look around or what are we doing?
I mean, I'll take a quick investigate around the room.
Let me get a check.
God, that's not too bad. It's a 15.
Okay.
I have a +9. So.
Anybody else joining this or no?
Yeah, I once again see Dribble trying to like look for clues, and I'm like, poor thing.
I'm starting to think.
I have a +9 to investigate. I don't understand.
I'm starting to think like Dribble and Durthil secretly are really, really fond of each other, but have that go fuck yourself relationship.
But they would never say
Never
it.
admit it. Never admit it. But like, if anybody killed Dribble other than you, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker, and everybody never knows.
That's my job is to murder you. No one else gets that pleasure.
Yeah.
That or an OD.
It's a 25 from me.
Okay, yeah, you get in there, and you notice, like, there are a number of, as far as like a ton of like implements all over the place. There is there's a shelf that has a series of files in it, and that's file. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but PHAILS. They are all with this green swirling liquid. And it doesn't take a genius to put two and two together to realize that is Medusa venom. So there's like 6 of them just in a rack.
Yeah.
And they like it looks like that has been meticulously taken. They are immaculately clean, like, so you could tell this has been very recent. Other than that, there's nothing really sitting around that is of interest to you.
I'm gonna call Dribble over. Like, okay, boy.
I fucking can't with you.
I'm gonna like fly over with my winged boots and like look at it and be like, holy shit.
I thought you might like this. Things and tubes.
Here, child man, let's go.
Thank you.
Perhaps we could give one to old muscle man. Maybe he can dump some on his axe. Slice and dice and spice.
Yes. I'm gonna like take the vials. I'm gonna like immediately like as much as like Dribble like acts like the super stoner, he's like actually like his kit is like super meticulous. Like, so he's got like very like categorized like bandoliers of potions and stuff.
It's because you're a stoner and a drug dealer.
Yeah.
You're a stoner dealer.
Yeah.
Well,
He's gonna like file them like properly, and then he's gonna like Derek
Spice for eating?
No. This
fucking tastic
for X. So like, it's gonna do, yeah. So you like, hold on, let me, and then Dribble is going to apply the poison to the axe.
Even trust him with gravity.
Yeah,
For the best, yes.
It's for the best.
It's like, if you need more, let me know.
He's just gonna like smell the axe head.
No.
Don't lick it.
It's like,
I like how they're talking to you
Cody?
like you're so stupid, but you're just like the average intelligence. But they're
Yeah,
like,
It's
they're
kinda
like, don't lick your axe, and you're like, what? Don't cut yourself with your weapon. What?
stick him with the pointy end.
God, you guys. Well done. Now I'm very. This is taking a direction that I had not written, and I love it.
All right.
All
I have
right.
a question because
Yes.
we are at. Oh, we're like over the halfway mark. Could we possibly take a little break?
My God, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
A little
Yeah.
breaky poo.
We'll take a quick
How
bio
long?
and we'll be back.
10?
10 minutes.
Yeah, that's perfect. 10 is great.
Perfect. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, just for flavor, after you reanimate the Medusa, you notice as you see your magic infuser, you see like the branding infusing her neck, and you're like, I could have sent her back. You're like, fuck her anyway. So
That stupid bitch shouldn't have talked shit about where I'm from.
only I could talk a shit about where I'm from.
I would like very quickly to cast Mage Armor on myself while I'm thinking about it, since I didn't think about that at the very beginning.
Okay, how long does that last?
Like 8 hours.
Oh well, fuck me. You're
Yeah,
fine.
here for the rest of the game.
All
right,
How much
perfect.
does that give you?
My AC will be 14 now because it's 13 plus my Dex mod.
How's
Okay.
Brit looking in terms of AC?
71.
He's got plate on, actually.
He's a bard in plate armor.
He's a bard lock.
Bard lock.
Yeah. I still had to take a fee for it, but yeah.
Holy shit, he's got an 18.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
No one will hear you coming.
Everyone will.
Hope we don't have to sneak anywhere.
And actually, just because I wasted my like uncommon item on it, I think, or maybe it was common. It's also like all black and it has smoke coming off it.
Oh, nice.
Oh shit.
Solid.
Wait, you haven't. You two are going to be really good buddies with your with your ability to animate dead. You guys are just going to be like all over the place. All right.
Yeah, that actually didn't get said. I had
gonna...
2 skeletons with me.
Oh, nice.
So
One that looked gold plated, one silver.
So you have shiny smoking armor.
With shiny
Skeletons.
I'm like admiring your work.
A little impressed. Now I know why you speak Elvish. You've got class.
He's like, you didn't have that last time.
He didn't actually.
Yeah.
So he's like, it's part of my new set. Just wait, I'll show you later.
That was what you were going to show off.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
this is what I brought to the show, and instead it was a stupid fucking box set that we are now currently in, I guess.
Yeah. While we're all talking, I'm gonna pull out a potion vial and I'm gonna toss it to Dergwin and be like,
Danica, got it.
Dergwin, take this, by the way. And it's a resilience elixir. It will grant you +1 bonus to AC for 10 minutes when you use it. So
Pop that. Thank you.
you don't have to pop it right now, but
No.
if we get into a fight, just make sure to pop that. It'll make you tougher to hit. It's
like
cocaine.
it's just Roman mail order ED pills.
That's all it was. I got these at a gas station last week.
For when the time is right.
This is called Mail XL. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. So now you guys have spent your time in the alcove and you're looking down the rest of the hallway, and there is this one is, it's not got glass. This doesn't look like it serves any research purposes. It is a large room, and it seems to be filled with like a bunch of humanoids in different shapes, sizes. And instead of a glass enclosure, it's like a grid type bars on it. And there's a number of people milling around in there. And they're looking at various shades of like rather discontentment, but they don't really seem to be hurt. You do notice that most of the characters in here are considerably attractive for what their particular race would be considered. And you see a smaller halfling woman with long dark hair, very, very attractive. Sees you guys come out and see you here, and she goes, "Oi! What are you doing? What brought you here?"
I touched.
Take it out. Say it faster. Come on.
Touched a crystal thing, and then we got put into here.
No. You didn't see that fucking gribble.
Gribble.
Yeah, no, that piece of shit that brought us here. And she like points to her neck. She's like, "Let me see your neck. You got a mark?"
No marks here, lady.
And then another one comes up. This is obviously it's a very, very attractive pure-blood elf. And he's like, "Well, then how did you get here?"
I told you. I touched a pretty gem thingy, and then it teleported us here, and then apparently Britt touched the same thing. And
do you know what you are right now?
No idea.
Do you know where you are?
Well, if it's where I would assume Grey Peak.
Do I know what Great Peak is?
Yeah, it's a huge mountain range. Like he's like, this looks like one of the old, before the Calamity Research Association, for more of the arcane, it doesn't matter. The Brotherhood of the Arcane, a wizard, who gives a shit? It was hundreds of years ago. But
Gotcha.
as my less articulate friend has said, we all had a run-in with a gnome. What was his name? His name was Gribble! And then in Elvish, she's like, they all have the stupidest fucking names.
You're telling me.
Anyways, this Gribble.
Can we keep it in common, please? I feel like whenever someone speaks that language around me, that they're talking shit.
I always assume it.
We are 100% talking shit. That's what Elvish means. In Elvish, it means talking shit.
Durthil looks at Dribble and just kind of like shut the fuck up. And then goes back to the elf, like, oh, hello.
They proceed to explain. They're like, how do you you know who Gribble is? And then then you see this gnome, this little gnome. He's a little bit shorter than Dribble. And he pushes himself to the front. Again, mark on his neck. And he's like, that little shit. I told him he was short, and next thing you know, I end up in this fucking place. And the other one's like, and then you hear the other one being like, I laughed at his name, and then I woke up in this place. And the really pretty little halfling is like, I told him he couldn't see my titties, and I came back, and I woke up in this place. They all proceed to tell a story about how they had somehow slighted this person, and he brought all of them here. And they're all just here, and then he's like, he'll come by and talk shit. Be like, oh, who's the big man now? Stuck on the inside. And then he walks off.
You telling me this is somebody that he kept like a list of everybody that ever did something bad to him?
No, the dwarf walks up. Not likely. He's a fucking shit. If it was everyone, it probably would. It'd be a fucking nation. This is probably just recently. It's probably I would guess, I don't know. Oi, when'd you meet Gribble? And they're like, a week ago, 3 days ago, Friday.
So basically everyone that said shit to him in the last week.
Yeah, so it doesn't take long to figure out that Gribble's a little bitch and just found some shit that made him feel like a big man all of a sudden. So now he's like, it's my time.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, do you know where we could find Gribble? I'm talking to the elf. I'm only acknowledging the elf.
Right.
And I'm only speaking in Elvish to him.
Copy that. All right.
And making eyes at the elf.
Oh, I want him to be my boyfriend now, yeah.
Oh, no. He's smelling let's get a persuasion check. Let's see if he's picking up what you're putting down.
That's a 19. I don't even think I need to add my modifier to that. 20, dirty 20.
Yeah, he's smelling what you're putting down. He's like, if you help, he very clearly is like, if you can help me get out of here, maybe we can see what's happening at this moment. He's very, very blatantly flirting. You're like, how are you? And he's like, listen, bitch, you get me out of this place, I will suck your dick. He's not even trying to hide it.
Are these cells?
Yeah, it's
like prison.
But it's a massive cell. It's like a massive holding cell.
Okay.
How many of them are in here?
Let's see what the dice tell us. I just put an indeterminate number. Let's just
Dribble's
pick.
gonna is there a door?
We're gonna say 30. 30
No,
different people, various races, and
How many of those are hot elves?
3.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah. But since you're human, there are also 3 hot humans. There seems to be an inordinate number of little people in there, like the halflings and the gnomes.
He's obviously from Gnome Town.
He's a gnome. They're very obviously. But the number one insult you hear from the gnomes and the halflings is that he's short. And so, like, he's extremely put out by the fact that these fucking gnomes are like, listen, you short little bitch. And he's like, I'm not that short. They're like, okay. Like, he hates it. So it doesn't take a lot for you guys to put 2 and 2 together and realize this guy's got a massive inferiority complex and finally is able to tell the world, being like, you can all eat dicks. I got a cool power now.
I would like to use my tool proficiency to try to unlock the cell door.
You're not going to check if it's locked?
I mean,
okay, use your tool proficiency.
open to try and open the cell door. Is it unlocked and they've just dumb?
No, it's only got a way to open it from the outside. Like
shit. Okay.
Like a standard cell. Like you open it from the outside.
Well, typically there's still like a key or something going on. Like you can reach through the bars and like.
You're all right. Yeah, fine. You can use your tools to unlock it.
Fine,
I will.
It's like they have like the glass in front of them too, right? Like the other cells.
Yeah, I got a 15 to open
they
the
got
door.
bars too. Okay. You reach in there and you like get your toolkit out. And you're like fucking with it and stuff like that, and then you realize halfway through it that this door was not locked. And all you had to do was like just open it.
Yeah.
And so you like stow your kit and you're like, I got it. And you open it. You guys can all roll perception checks to see if you figured it out, or you could just be impressed with his lockpicking ability.
I wouldn't be impressed anyways, but I'll roll a perception.
I want that perception.
It's a 21 on my end.
All right. Yeah, you're like, the fucking door was unlocked. Like, you're
I look at the hot elf man. I say, he's an idiot. Just
But the hot elf is a little bit put out. He's like, is it always open? And then he realizes it just latches. You can only open it from the outside, so it's not a push door. So
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. So the little mouthiest halfling, the one that yelled and called you all over, she's like, thanks for opening the gate, but how do we get out of here?
Again, he's only speaking to the elf.
Do you want me to close the door again, or?
You can't give us any information on where this tiny creature may be.
Well, I'm pretty sure that in the other corridors are like some form of like loud creatures. I don't know what is down there. He spent the most time down that hallway. And then he usually will take whatever he gets down the long dark hallway. That's all we could see, really.
Is it still all in Elvish?
There was yeah, it's in all of us. He's like, there was a loud noise that just recently in the one, but he rarely went down that way. I think you came from that way, did you not?
We did.
What was in there?
Beasts. We've taken care of them.
Okay, that would make sense. So yes, that's the nearest we could figure. And then he would come every so often to take like pieces of Norelka and take also another file of that green stuff, the poison that. And then he looks over and he's like, sees her standing there, all obviously like fucked up and dead. And he's like, looks at you and he's like, nice.
She tried to insult me and where I come from. She learned a lesson.
What did she say?
Something about, I digress. It doesn't matter. She's trash. Look at her.
As long as she didn't talk shit about the Feywild, that's fine.
Well, she did.
Oh, that's it.
She's a bitch. Yes.
Yes. She deserves it. Use her well and discard her corpse as needed.
Well, I have my stupid little friend here to dismember her when I'm done, so I feel like that's a deserving death.
I honestly think there could be no better way than... Is she shadow?
Shadow.
They're disgusting. Anyways. Yes, so that's the best I could tell you.
By looking at them, do they just look like commoners? They're not like no adventuring types among there.
All over the place. You suspect this dude you're talking to is a practitioner.
Okay.
Like it's everything about his mannerisms he is definitely a practitioner of the arcane arts. A few of them are like, it's very obvious that a lot of them are commoners.
Right. And they all have the same marking in here with like the one panel to send them all home same time.
They all have the same thing. You don't know if it sends them back to like their home location or if it just tied them to this one. You have no idea but it's very clear that the markings tie them to the room. So you don't know where they're going to go if you send them back. But you can very easily tell by just your being around the bush, being around the block. Like, that by how they move, that there are adventurers, there's artificers, there's druids, but the majority of them are commoners.
Okay.
You actually, let me get a perception check. You can all roll perception checks. You're trying to figure shit out, and I don't care.
Just a 10 on this one.
Okay. Does anybody else?
All my skill checks have been hot dog shit. I got a 7.
Wow.
22 to perception.
Nice.
Whoa.
A lot of wisdom he keeps to himself.
Brett, did you roll anything?
Yeah, I had a 7.
Oh wow, all of you suck. So except for Dergard comes out there and he's just like nailed it. All right.
Slung his axe.
Yeah, well, you look at it and you make this connection that the most of them you suspect are probably barmaids he's hit on that were like, no. And he's like, gotcha, bitch. Like, so you suspect that he's, these are probably just people that he has like tried to make passes on or compliment or interact with like on his day-to-day basis. A lot of them don't look like, but you do spot that there is one, and there's one in the back, and it is a human female. She's got dark skin, and like is wearing a blue and white robe with the symbol of a bird on it, and you suspect that she may be a cleric, and you are actually intrigued as to why she may be here. And so while the others are talking shit and everything, you like beeline back to that one.
I'll just respectfully notice the icon.
Yeah.
Did he hit on you too?
Who the gnome? No, he did not. He came to me looking for absolution, and then asked if I could, and then prayed loudly and told me that my god could command a female, I believe she's over there actually, to become his wife.
What does absolution mean?
Absolution. Well, he asked to be absolved of wrongdoings, and then asked that.
Too long. Absolved. Too long.
Forgiven.
Yes. Said it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, your character's not an idiot. He's got an 11. He's not like a blathering moron.
Well, he's a barbarian, so.
Oh, okay. We're going that level barbarian. All right, cool. So, like, she explains that, like, you guys are putting together a pattern that he is an irritable little pecker who wants to, like, demand people. And you're noticing it's anybody that insults. Anybody that insults his size, says he's not desirable. He's essentially like an incel. So you're fighting an incel gnome, which I feel is amazing. So you get to smack him around. Which I really hope I have played this well enough to develop the feelings I'm hoping I'm feeling, so that the last encounter will be so much fun.
Yeah. This guy sounds like a douche.
I'm not. I know Tyr does not condone this type of thought, but and she does a little like prayer and says, "I'm sorry for this. I hope that if I see him again, I will fucking kill him. He is a piece of shit."
I'm sorry.
And then she's like, "I'm sorry."
Oh, he did not get absolution then.
No, he did not.
I mean,
He did, however, get thrown bodily out of the temple.
So I feel like trapping a minimum of like 30 like sentient beings in like a cage.
They all have this.
Like,
go ahead.
Would get you like the whole justice god's like blessing to like fuck up. So like I feel like he'd be okay with it.
Honestly, I didn't put much thought into that. Like, yes, I feel you would be correct.
I studied a bit of like world religions stuff just during my journeys. It's
Judging from the way you speak, I am shocked by that, to be honest. But
you gotta like open your mind to like all kinds of experiences and belief systems to really figure out where your path is.
It's
you've been to the Feywild and had those mushrooms, haven't you?
That's like alchemy like 101, lady.
That started you on this path. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah.
While they're talking, Durathil like takes a piece of parchment paper and one of his quills, and he writes his name on it and his address at Candlekeep, and he slips it into the pocket of the very handsome elf man, and he says, I hope you find where you're going well. I'm very sorry, darling. And he just touches the thing on the wall.
Yeah, so mid conversation, everybody snaps out of existence. It's just all shot right back. And Dribble's a little shocked. Well, he's like, that's alchemy 101. And she's like, and have you tried just gone? And you're like,
oh, come on, I want to listen to her
standing
pitch.
like behind where she was, staring down at Dribble, just looking very annoyed at this point. Can we proceed? I do not have all day
I
for
just
this.
wanted to hear a pitch. Come on.
Oh my God.
I never say yes.
So you guys are now getting a profile of this person. Like it's a irritable, like this you are put together that somehow this fucking Jagoff has gotten the ability to sneak up on people and creatures and trap them in this facility.
So like would Dribble be able to put together anything about like this, like what is like the plan or anything with like collecting monster parts and stuff? Okay.
You are able to surmise based off the conversation of the infusion flask.
Yeah.
And just the way you did before, you're like, he's either doing this to like kind of trying to make himself stronger or bigger or more. You don't know what exactly.
Or it's making, so either this guy's like trying to like make himself, like, power himself up, or he's, like, powering up something that's gonna be a real bitch to deal with.
So, yeah, it's either that or he's making drugs.
Or he's got a really good stash of, like, some good.
Well, you have a primary motivation now, don't you?
You are very
always, my friend. Always. And I'm just like hand fist bump.
Right.
It's like, you're going on a wild spirit journey next time, my friend.
We could talk to all of the bears.
Yes, we can talk to all of the bears.
All of the bears.
So there's nothing left in this hallway. You have the last one where you heard the scrapings, and now you know that was the one he spent the most time in. And it was, this one has the scrapings and the moaning, and like you could guess there's beasts in this one. Or something large and something that was of particular interest. Or you could just go straight to the back and be like, let's go fuck him up.
So do we want to figure out what else we're going to be dealing with, or do we want to just go in blind and just, like...
I am not
this
quite
guy?
sure there's anything else to figure out other than going down this last hall.
Perhaps how we kill him.
Britt, what do you think?
That would be
Yes, good. Yes, that exactly. That's all we need you to do. Perhaps you could go first down the hall.
Are you going down the darkened hallway, or are you going to go down? Are you going to go to the other one?
Whichever one that they said he spends the most time in, I feel like is the smart one to go down. Unless you guys think we should go down the other one. Okay, can I use like the power of deduction with my very large, very massive, very impressive brain to
Yes.
Can
All
I,
of those things. of your
can I
super-
also make an
after
intelligence
talking-
check?
after talking to them and like kind of putting all the pieces together where I think he would be.
No, you know. You don't need to put it together. You know.
Oh, okay. So he's down the hallway.
The dark hallway, yes.
Oh, he's in the okay. Yeah.
That's where he goes. Is the hallway that's darkened? That's where he is always. He takes pieces of things that he finds, or he takes stuff they don't know exactly down that dark hallway, and that is where he is probably at if he is not in that other hallway. And you've already eliminated the other two, so.
And then the last one, we just hear more like animal noises. Basically.
Not so. You don't know definitely if it's animal noise. It's just like it is articulations of moans. You definitely suspect like it's got the ability to speak. It's got language capabilities. But then there's also a lot of scraping sounds of something that is probably got some claws to it.
So
Dorothel's gonna look to Dribble and say, clearly I know
cast,
how
like,
to...
invisibility and just go check out what's down there if we want.
That would be wonderful.
Cool.
Now,
so, like,
do you see...
You are
any-
floored by the compliment, Dribble. She's like, that would be wonderful. You are a little stunned for a minute to be like, wait a minute, was that like a compliment?
I'm not gonna acknowledge what just happened, but and he's gonna like slowly reach into his again like shoulder deep into his like bag of holding and pull out a potion and just like dump it on his head, and he's gonna like turn invisible.
Now Dribble, and then like he's like looking around him. God, Christ. Are you still in the room, Dribble?
And you're gonna hear like right from like behind your ear, of course I am.
I think that's a little too high for you.
I have winged boots. I can
he's
fly
flying.
around.
Yeah, he has winged boots.
He has
work
not
for
touched
4
the ground
hours.
once.
They work for 4 hours.
Just to know that I make a promise of hurting you if you touch me. Anyways.
I know that it hurts when I do that. We've done this lesson before, so
he's gonna point to the panel on the wall where the writing is, and he says, "You see this? If you see anything unsavory in cages down the next hall, all you have to do is touch, and it fucks off. Is the fuck off button."
You still didn't tell about the cure, like out of character. You just still didn't tell about the cure, the command monsters spell that you have.
No.
Okay, just wondering.
Oh yeah,
in case I found something that could help us.
Ooh, that's a good point. Sometimes we are shitheads to our own detriment.
All right. Yeah. So Dribble's gonna go down. He's gonna be invisible and go down the hallway.
Okay. Are you flying? Right.
Yeah. So like,
okay.
No
So
sounds
no
happening.
need for stealth check.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
But he's invisible.
I'm invisible and I'm not making any noise because I'm flying.
So yeah, you are. First thing you get down, I want a perception check. 3 times. So I want you to roll for each one. You get down. There's 3 enclosures in this one.
So got a 17.
And okay.
An 18 and a 6.
Okay, not good enough. All right. You get as you come into the first room, these are all very thick, very heavily fortified. You like glass. Like these are the things that like it's the most serious. And you're going to see a series of implements hanging on the walls. There's one. It's a suit that like you could tell very quickly. It's like an invisibility type thing. Mm-hmm. So they can get into this enclosure. When another one is a set of glasses that are hanging on the side, and then the other one has a set of gloves hanging on the side of it. And as you go to the first one, it's very clear. It's a medium lit room. And in it, you see this giant, like 13, 14 foot diameter ball with a giant mouth on it. And these tentacles out the side with these eyeballs on each end. Except right in the middle, where is this stitched up thing. Like it looks like there was a large thing above the mouth that was like removed and stitched up. And it's there, like that's with a moaning. You hear this like lament, like this soul yearning like cry as it's like in just absolute despair.
He's just a baby.
He is
Would Dribble know what this is?
You may roll I think this is hard arcana. Like you have to.
Okay.
I don't really think how you could describe these creatures as anything but.
Yeah. Fucking hell. I rolled a natural 2, but it's an 11.
Yeah.
I don't know. Even for a level 10 adventurer, I wouldn't know what a beholder is.
They mostly live in secrecy and shadows. You probably would never see them.
No, you get the feeling that this thing has been here a long time, but also, let me get a perception check.
12.
You suck. What kind of do you like? How is this?
I have a +2 to perception. I have a +9 to arcana.
I know you should have nailed it. Then you only have the option of like you could try talking to it. But you
can I want to check out the rest of the hallway before I engage with anything.
Okay. As you're moving through, you see another room that has it's got like it's dark, but it's a weird type of darkness. This darkness is thick. It moves like a fluid. And every so often, you'll see like a color like brush up against the glass and then dart away. Kind of like you imagine like fish in a fish tank that's like absolutely filthy. Mm-hmm. And so you see like something brush up against the side and then move back. There is the darkness moves with them. Like it's like the light that's on the outside cannot penetrate. It's like it's a physical like liquid darkness. Mm-hmm. And you hear like a skitching, a scratching sound in there. Mm-hmm. And then from within the same area, you feel something like, and this is lower to the ground. You feel like a tendril, like something, like it doesn't physically touch it, but it's like it feels like something brushes against your consciousness in your mind. And you hear, who is out there? You are not the mind we normally hear and touch.
Are you gonna hurt
Who
me?
are you?
In my head, I'm just gonna be like, are you gonna hurt me?
What purpose would that serve?
I don't know.
Are you with the other one?
No.
I sense you are the same kind.
No. I ended up here.
As you're talking, like these three little forms just like slam up against the glass and like start looking. And they're about 3 feet tall, a little taller than you. And they look like they have this like kind of like anthropomorphic body. They look like these like worms with like hands. And are like they're just the weirdest fucking looking things that you have ever seen in your entire life. And they're like, we have been here for, we don't know.
Do they also look like they've been like surgically like fucked with, or?
You can't really tell.
Okay.
Like, you can't tell, because you honestly have no idea where these things begin or end. Like, they're so weird, like, you would have no idea. And none of them seem to be missing anything. They just seem to be...
Okay.
Like, they're just so unusual.
Okay. Can I, like, come back?
What is the reason? Like, we will... I suppose we can't stop you. We wish to be freed.
Okay.
We have been here for...
Can I check the last cell?
Ever. Oh, yeah. You get about 5 feet away, and so you're like maybe 15, 20 feet away from this last cell, and you are hit by a wall of stink so hard that you're like, I need a constitution check from you.
$19.
All right, you barely hold it down, but you're like, as you're coming, you're like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, this is like when I fucking drank concentrated troll juice.
That strange you said that, because it's the exact smell of concentrated troll juice. It is. You see this alcove, which is just like it's similar to the one that had the Medusa in there trapped. You know, like it's
another like sort of like bed.
But it has no arms or legs or head.
Oh,
it is
just
this
body.
torso test there. Yeah, and it's got its arms and legs have been removed and they have been burnt. Like they look like they've been seared off. But as you see, like, since trolls are so fucking disgusting, like it's still like twitching and writhing and like struggling to regenerate the parts that are not burned. And it reeks. Like it is horrific. Like you were struggling to stay, but you're able to very quickly be like, it's a troll that's in there, and he's we can assess that he's been taking pieces of that troll.
I'm gonna return. I'm gonna be like, so,
hold on. There is a.
Oh, there's another cell.
No. You outside of the trolls is since I need your you did an investigation check. You got a 19, correct?
That was my constitution. Do you need to investigate?
Yeah, I need an investigation. Sorry.
That is a 16.
All right, you don't see it. Never mind. All right. Yeah, you head back.
So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be like, so there's like a floating ball thing. It's like center of its like face has been like sewn together, and it's got like eye stalk thingies. And then there's like an inky dark thing that's got like worms, and it like spoke in my head. And that was weird. And then there was like a troll body that's still alive, even though it doesn't have any lips. Should I just like hit the eject button, or should I like talk to the other things?
Why did we send you? Why did we even send you? I don't even know why we sent you.
What?
And Durthil just like fucks off and starts like walking down the hall that he just came from.
Like, I controlled my impulses and didn't like talk to the things. Why are you being mean? I was like thinking about the group for once, and I'm just gonna be like loudly talking.
You get mad at me if I talk. You get mad at me if I don't talk.
He's just like on a mission, just like charging straight down the hall to see what these things are.
That's awesome.
Following too at that point.
Dribble, it's just no time to be smoking.
I didn't.
Just keeps walking.
Are we really sure he saw any of
The
this?
hell, guys?
It's amazing.
It's like Dribble's being
right.
responsible for once, and you guys still are dicks to him.
When,
I don't want to hang out with you guys. You guys suck.
when you get in there, Durthil, so now you're walking in there. Mm-hmm. You are making noise because you are. You come in there and you see, as soon as you get in there, you. Let me get an Arcana check from you.
Yeah. That's a 21.
Okay.
Oh wait,
you're
no, that's a 22. Sorry.
Still good. You walk in and you see that, you're like, that's a fucking beholder and it's missing its eye. And you're like, and you know you can talk to that thing. So that's the first thing you do. As soon as you see that, you're like, how the fuck did you get here?
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm not taking your player initiative. I mean, that's your first thought. Is how the fuck did that get here? Do you know how hard those things are to catch?
Oh, I'm like instantly like my whole demeanor changes. I'm super excited. I speak Undercommon because I have a specialty and an affinity for Undercommon, even though I hate the Drow.
I'm gonna talk to the worm things too while she's.
That they're all like this entire group, except for the trolls. They come from everywhere. This whole thing. Everything in here comes from the Underdark or the Far Realm. Like, so you look around and you're like, those are cloakers and those are sirlons and that's a fucking beholder. And then you're like, and the troll's disgusting. Like, so you like know exactly what's going on. So, but as soon as you walk in, all the like the other eye stalks just like turn and zero in, and he's like, and it's still rather depressed. He's like, how do you're new.
How did you get here? You don't belong here.
I have been here for so long, I don't even remember anything else.
Of all the creatures, is the beholder the most intelligent one?
Hands down. But
okay. I figured he is.
Smart too.
Yeah.
But they're more He definitely is the most intelligent, but
he's most powerful too, isn't he?
Yes, he is. But you get the sense in this one that these things have been here a long time.
Yeah.
Like, you suspect that these things have been here since this place was originally created to study. So that, like, we're talking hundreds of years. So this thing is like, its soul is crushed. It has been alone, and they're okay with being alone. You know that. but like the loss of its eye is probably new. But you're not 100%.
The gnome took your eye. Is this true?
How I don't know, but that makes sense. I had it, and then one day I didn't.
I see.
There was a. I don't even know how it happened. But this gnome has been collecting pieces. And he gestures like with his eye stalks over to the wall, and you see a different set of script. There is the glyphs that you see that you're now able to identify, having seen them so often. Your fuck off button, like you see that one, but you also see different ones in there. And these are not written in the primordial. These are written in clear undercommon. And it's basically, it's like sleep, hold. In other words, so you're assuming like this is so that it can control whatever's on the inside, namely that beholder.
Okay.
And so, yeah, and you take a quick glance around and you see the multiple things. Like this is definitely the wing to hold the more powerful things. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't take long for you to be able to put two and two together that these have been here for a vast period of time. And now you understand why this little bastard has been going in and out. And he's like, and the beholder's like, I would give anything to be free. He goes, to leave. I know nothing but these four walls. And it wasn't so bad until that thing came and started removing pieces.
What is your name?
It's Algioth.
And if I release you, perhaps you can help me take care of this little pest. And I'll give you your freedom. I'll send you back to where you belong.
I wish to go home, not to the Underdark.
Home.
Home. Where we are originally from. Where I may heal. And your knowledge is you're thinking like this was referring to as like ancestral home. This is like talking about like the place that's so far outside nobody even understands. Like where fucking aberrations come from.
Yeah, another plane.
Yeah, so you're like